Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever Ember wanders near.
Get your bingo cards. Get your bingo cards. I will start the video. Because you know the squares don't count during the introduction anyway. So this is again, this lady made Caleb lose his sanity, and as we can already tell, oh, we're in for a treat. Are you ready? Let's fucking go. Mine's
Lady
working.
goes on local news, multiple city council meetings, is the face of it. Next place gets fired because she's bad at her job. And now she is shocked that she cannot get hired. How is it your MAGA family's fault?
Oh no. Oh no, it's SJR time. Oh, it's SJR time, chat. She's already blaming bad guy. Oh, we're in for it. Oh, goody.
We're built on a patriarchy.
It's always someone else's fault with you, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no?
No.
If you're calling the entirety of the United States today racist and misogynistic, that's pretty extreme.
These are the only people of color.
All that matters is today. Why do you care about 1803? Why does a year that we did not live in matter? I'm sorry, I was on your side and you f***ed it.
Wait, 18. Oh no. Oh no. She's literally going to say that white people still owe black people from the Civil War, isn't she? She's gonna go on reparations, isn't she? Oh, fuck me. We have a reparationist. Oh no.
I need to get out of there.
No, listen! I just launched Liquid Assets, my official GamerSupps flavor, raspberry apple, at less than 40 cents a serving. It's also zero sugar and under 1 calorie. Use code Caleb for 10% off your entire order. Oh, and 1 out of every 10 tubs has my face printed right on it. Grab Liquid Assets at gamersupps.gg/Caleb or at the link in the description and pinned comment below.
Sorry, I'm a Brit, don't know the significance of that date. Basically, 1803 is in reference to effectively speaking around the Civil War era when the U.S. had black people as slaves. And it is that general time period in that area around the Civil War, just prior to the Civil War, that most SJRs or black activists love to talk about how basically white people owe black people reparations for what happened in the 1800s. Yeah, Civil War was much later. 1803 may have been like, I know, I'm trying to think the significance of it. 1803 might have, was 1803, I'm trying to think. Yes, way before the Civil War. 1803. Yes, pre-war of 1812. I'm trying to think of what 1803 was. Yeah, Caleb will probably reference it. I think I'm getting my 1800 states mixed up. I'm gonna hazard a guess it has something to do with reparations, though, because that's how it always is with these people.
This is the best drop GamerSupps has ever run. Link in the description.
Hi, I'm Parker. I'm 34, and I'm from California, Central Valley. This is Financial Audit.
Of course, she's California.
Yes, it is. Thanks for coming over to Austin like everyone else from Central Valley, California. What do you do there for a living? Expensive, California, notoriously.
Not my part of California.
Well, it's going to be still expensive compared to the United States, right?
True.
Assume.
Yes.
I work in a plumbing office. I do customer service now, but I was before we got bought out.
So you do customer service?
Yeah.
That's the job, customer service. There it is. So what do you make doing customer service?
$25 an hour.
Okay, how the f*** are you living in Central Valley, California?
I live with my parents.
Of
34?
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was a backslide.
I hate to say it. Most 34-year-olds are living with their parents these days, especially in California. I hate to say it. With the way things have progressed now in the US, particularly on the West Coast, yeah, 34 living with parents is not uncommon. Not uncommon at all, and especially not uncommon in California, because California, the way that California operates financially from an economics perspective as a state, they are taxing the ever-living dog shit out of their citizenry, which is in turn jacking prices of everything in the entire state higher. It's much of the U.S. California is worse than most of. California and New York City are two of the probably the most expensive states to live in the United States right now. Probably because I think they both have the highest tax rates, both income tax, property tax, et cetera, et cetera. And because of those taxes, it drives up the cost of everything else: rent, food, gas, so on and so forth. And honestly, 34 years old, living with parents. Caleb might like dunk on her a little bit for it, but right now, not uncommon at all. And honestly, I think 34 living with parents is honestly not all that uncommon. Like probably a decade ago, if I'm gonna be real. Like it's people like it living in these, coastal states has become extremely expensive, and finding a job that you can have your own apartment, or you can finding an apartment that's affordable on what you can make, not easy to do. It's not. I'm not going to throw shade at her for it, because a lot of people are in that position.
Aside from what?
From owning my own house and two
You
cars.
owned a house?
Yeah.
And you
What?
backslid to living in...
Yeah.
Oh, now, this changes things. She owned her own home, and now she's living with her parents making $25 an hour. Oh boy. I was saying, well, let's hear the backstory, and I may or may not retract my statement.
How many hours a week do you work?
40.
So what is your net take home per paycheck, and what is that per paycheck cycle?
I get paid every 2 weeks, and it was when I got my first paycheck with the new company, it was $15.55.
Me. Good. What, dude, what was your job? What was your job when you had your house, and why the aren't you doing that now?
I was a
don't care about the
911
company getting
dispatcher.
Huh?
I was a 911 dispatcher.
Go dispatch 911.
I'm trying.
Trust me, there's lots to call.
She said the thing. Chat, she said the thing. Did you hear? Because I know it's on the bingo card. I will back it up so you can hear it again, because I know this is on the bingo card.
I was a 911 dispatcher.
Go dispatch 911.
I'm trying.
Trust me, there's lots to call the cops on over in California. They'll just let them back out again.
Drink.
I'm trying. I'm
That's
actively
twice.
applying for other departments.
Why? Well, wait. No, why aren't they accepting you into these positions?
I may have caused some waves when I left my.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
Department.
What the
Oh,
f*** did
fuck
you do?
me.
What did you do?
It wasn't just me, it was all of dispatch. But I kind of became the face, and I think I'm kind of blacklisted now.
What did you do?
I've applied at every department in my area.
Okay. Out of pocket, her not getting hired for 911 dispatch when she has dispatch experience is not wholly uncommon. You guys know that I used to. Now, granted, we're about to probably get a backstory, I'm sure. It's like, strangely enough, like 911 dispatch centers don't always take people that have experience. Like, you guys know that I spent time working as an EMT, right? I told you guys that for I worked as an EMT for a brief time, and I applied to be a 911 dispatcher. I did not get hired. They didn't even give me an interview. So, out of pocket, not so crazy that they didn't even hire her when she used to work 911 dispatch before. Not so crazy. However, I suspect we're going to be getting a little bit of backstory.
And interviewed at all of them. And they
So you're
say,
done?
Yeah.
What can you do now? What the
Hopefully
f*** can you
Wait, is she not going to say why she got fired?
in my area and interviewed at all of them. And they
So you're
say,
done.
yeah.
What can you do now?
Hopefully
can
a
you do
different
now?
department.
No, you're blacklisted.
But if I go out of the area,
Oh, you mean that department? Well, okay. Well, how far out is out of the area? You can't afford to go move to a different area.
Bill,
You
they
live with
can
your
always call the
parents
old
right now.
dispatch.
How bad?
Wait, what did that say? $50 center? Oh, God. Here's the problem. If she applies to another dispatch center, does not basically disclose on her previous work history that she worked at a 911 dispatcher center before, they're probably not going to hire her. And if if she does list her previous 911 dispatch job experience, they will call her previous employer, and her previous employer will go, yeah, don't hire that bitch. So sounds like she needs to move on from being 911 dispatch to a completely different career. If she fucked up that bad, she got to move on.
How bad was it?
it was really bad.
Tell me, detail.
Like what we were doing, or
Yes.
we went to city council meetings and told them that they needed to pay us more
Oh, okay. well,
because
Okay.
In-N-Out
Wait.
workers were making more money.
Wait. In and of itself, that doesn't make sense. In and of itself, going to city council and saying we want to get paid better, that's not a reason to be fired. At all. That is not a and especially because if she's 911 dispatch, she's union. Okay? 911 dispatchers, especially in California, they're unionized. I can almost guarantee it. So they would not be able to fire her for going to city council meetings and just saying, pay us more money. Yeah, there's something more to it than just that. And I think we're going to get into the nitty gritty of it, but let's find out.
Oh, okay.
Because
well,
In-N-Out workers were making more money starting than
okay, then
dispatchers
go work
were.
for In-N-Out. You know you have that choice as a person in the marketplace to go make
Yeah.
more money at a different job.
Yeah.
The reason they're paying that much is because that's what the market demands. Go get a better job.
I was shocked.
No. I disagree with that on Caleb. The reason why they're paying that much is not because that's what the market demands. It's because they know that they can get away with it. Let's be real here, especially in California. They'll pay shit wages because they know they can get away with it because they're government workers. They know they can bully the government workers around, and that's why they pay them shit wages. That's it. It's not because of demand. In California, that does not fly. I'm sorry.
I was trying.
Upgrade your skills. No,
that
you
was
weren't. You're trying to get more money for your job when the market didn't demand more money for your job.
Well, I left there to another department and was making more
But
money.
the crash out was just going to city council?
We went to several city council meetings, and I kind of became the face of
You
it.
became the face. What
Unintentionally.
the did you do? Come on. What did you do?
Spoke more directly than everybody else.
Come on, woman.
How?
Give me insights here. If this is what his career, I
The
need to
vice
know.
mayor was a law enforcement officer, and I asked him directly during a council meeting if, in his experience, isn't your dispatcher the most important person?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you do your job when you don't have any?
Okay.
Because we're all leaving.
Yeah, I could see why no one would want to hire you. Why would they want to hire you?
Okay. I'm of two minds on this. Because what she is saying is intrinsically correct. You know, law enforcement do need dispatchers. How are you going to do your job if you don't have? Yeah, the way she's phrasing it, I don't believe that's how she put it. Yeah, she's definitely leaving something out because on its face, what she said is not so horrible. So there is, I wager, a significant level of context that we haven't gotten yet. It would not surprise me if she didn't ask that of the vice mayor. I'm going to hazard a guess that she went into the city council meeting and she screamed it at the vice mayor and basically was very abrasive, aggressive, maybe even swearing at him. And that's how she put it to him, is what my guess is going to be.
And your name will likely pop up. I mean, I have
It
an
does.
article here, for example.
There we go.
I bet your real name is in here.
It is.
Okay, well, what the yeah, I mean, this is
And several of them.
stood before the city council at 2 consecutive meetings to explain their employment woes.
3.
Hell, ended up being 3 after this article, right? 'Cause this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, almost 3. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, why are you surprised? Wait. So you haven't? So it's been 3 years since you've made money?
No.
Okay. Well, you should have upgraded your skills and figured it out and went and got a different career at this point.
We're
Well,
still
when did you
missing
lose that
context,
job
I
then?
think.
I left that department.
Okay, you didn't just go to city council. You went to several local news stations. Why are you leaving shit out?
There it is.
Maybe 2 news stations.
Uh-huh.
There it is. She went on the news and badmouthed the city, badmouthed her employers. There we go. That's how this happens. You go onto the news, badmouth your employers publicly. Yeah. Unless you've got some serious evidence to back and legal protections to back it up, fuckity bye, you're out. There it is.
You're going out on TV.
All of us.
Yeah, but no offense, anyone does that here, they're dead. And then I post about them once a week forever.
Okay, but it's
Yeah.
all
And
destroy
it's all
their
public record
lives.
anyways.
Huh?
Everything that we shared was public record anyways.
Sure, but you were out there making no way you're surprised that no one would hire you after that. You're a risky employment.
Yeah.
You're not entitled to employment.
Well,
You're a risky person to hire.
it felt
You're
okay
a
because the chief
troublemaker.
supported us.
Huh?
The chief supported us. He was like, "Yeah, go for it." Like,
Okay, did he really? Or did he kind of just look at her like, go for it? Like, just because the chief says go for it doesn't mean you should just like say, fuck it, and jump on TV and badmouth your entire department. Like, what are the odds that the chief went, go for it, you're killing your career, and nobody's going to pay attention to you? Huh?
Probably
You
just
guys-
didn't want trouble. Honestly, right?
the whole department.
What
thought
was
we
the
deserved
big
grace.
complaint?
The
wages.
mostly money.
Okay.
Lots
we'll
of
get a
overtime
Get a different
or
job. I'm so
understaffed.
confused. Listen, I'm not opposed to, because this was working for the public, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to unions in general as an overall concept, but mostly in the private marketplace where people can unionize. Public unions are horrible. The teachers' public unions have destroyed public school. The public unions of transportation in New York City, when Mondani, who I don't agree with on everything, wanted to do faster buses, they protested that because that would be less overtime for them. They're anti-progress.
Well, that's a bad example because Kamdami with the New York buses. Number one, he said he was going to make them free. That's never going to happen. He wanted to make them faster. Of course, you had the bus drivers bitching about overtime. It's just one of a myriad of communist programs that Kamdami wants to implement that are just going to basically drive the city deeper and deeper into apocalyptic state. Nobody likes it. Anybody with half a brain doesn't like it. Anybody without half a brain is usually an SJR or an illegal immigrant that expects to just get nonstop full handouts for the rest of their lives from the city.
The first responder, those
As a public good,
no,
though.
but as a first responder, those employment laws don't apply to us. So without a union,
What
we're not
employment laws?
any employment law.
Yeah, but you essentially
We're not
union,
entitled-
you came together.
Yeah, we're not entitled to overtime.
It's
if
good that you
not
didn't
written
have
into our
a
MOU.
union, though. Unions
We
make
did
it
have a
impossible
union.
for bad cops to be
Told
fired.
you she did.
Like bad teachers to be fired. Public sector unions, impossible to automate our ports and get modern technology. Private sector, it makes more sense. In the public sector, it's insane. So I'm glad you guys didn't.
We were.
I'm glad you didn't.
We were.
But you were
union.
basically acting as one.
We were a union.
Yeah. Oh, you just said you weren't.
No,
What the
we
f-
were.
Oh, then what the f are you saying? Then
There
no
you
shit.
go.
All right, hey, I'm glad you lost your job.
Wait, think about it. Think about this. This is even worse. She's such an idiot. She is such a bitch that even the union wouldn't back her up when she went on the news to blast the city for their pay. Even the union went, yeah, no, we're out of this one. You're fucking done. That you need to be a special kind of SJR for a union not to even back you up.
job then. They always hold back society in the public sector specifically because you can't allow any public good to ever become better.
I left there for a better job.
What was your better job?
Same thing, but I was making $56 an hour.
Okay, that's great. See, look how
How'd you
it
get
works
fired
in the
from that?
market. There was a job with more pay.
How
I
did she
liked
get
my
fired?
department.
Chose
We
to do that.
didn't want
I don't
to
care.
leave.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
That was the point,
If
though,
you
is-
don't want to leave, then they shouldn't pay you more.
We didn't want
You
to
didn't want to leave. They wouldn't have to pay you more. You took a job with better pay. You did
Yeah.
what the market
And how
did.
did
had
she
to.
lose this?
You didn't have to.
Our department is the lowest paid
Yeah, but you didn't
in
have to. You chose
the
to.
3 surrounding counties.
Congratulations, and yet people still work there. So you chose
Not very
to-
many of them.
But guess what? When there's even less and less, they will be forced to pay more. Guess what?
we
Law
were-
enforcement
we
here in
were
Austin,
short-staffed.
we are horribly short-staffed. So there's like $50,000, $60,000 signing bonuses, and every person makes over 6 figures who's working in law enforcement or
The
police
city
officer.
is now having financial issues.
Yeah, well, that happens when
Shocking,
you're
it's
a poorly run
California.
city, which many
Yeah,
cities
it
over there
is.
are. So no one's really surprised by that. But are we really shocked again? You went to news stations. You're causing a ruckus.
I still want to
Who
know
wanna
how
hire?
she got
But what
fired
happened?
from
You
her
were in this
second
other
job.
place. You
that
had
they
a
got
good
paid
paying
more.
job. Why'd you f that? How'd you f that?
You're on probation for 18 months, and
Jesus.
I
Okay, that's an awfully long time. Probation for a year and a half? That's a long ass fucking probation. I gotta say. Like probation for 6 months to a year, especially in like a law enforcement or dispatching job. Yeah, okay, a year probation, that actually does kind of make sense. 18 months? Holy shit. That's a long ass fucking probation. 6 months top. In a job like dispatch, a year is not unheard of. A 1 year probation as a standard is not unheard of as probation. A year and a half is insane. Given her history, maybe they extended it. It's possible. Maybe she'll explain.
Fuck it up.
at my old department, I was working so much overtime that I didn't have time to realize that I had a bunch of shit that I didn't deal with.
Oh, like what?
No.
Oh, here we go. What didn't you deal with?
My friend got stabbed while we were working.
Well, that's not good.
What?
You should dispatch the cops to them.
He was a cop.
Okay, you should dispatch a second cop.
I did. I was the dispatcher on it.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, she's gonna claim PTSD. She's 100% gonna claim PTSD. Her cop friend got stabbed while she was on duty, and she was the dispatcher that was coordinating the life-saving efforts and rapid response for it. I bet you that's what she's gonna do right now.
So that's sad.
The department failed us.
What? How? About how? Like what? What happened?
We just had no
like this
support.
had I have sent.
Like I got,
Well,
I had relief come in, and they just sent me home, and nobody was like, "Hey, let's debrief before you leave."
I mean, yes, that's
Okay.
that is nice, and I would like that, and I would advocate for that as an employer. I would. Unfortunately, I mean, I will just say, in the just brutal reality, in most jobs, when someone loses a friend,
We have a therapist on staff.
okay, but most jobs don't, is what I'm saying.
Wait. Hold the fuck up. First you say there's no debrief, we're just gonna send you home. And then in the next breath, she's saying we have a therapist on staff? So did you not request to talk to the therapist on staff? I'm so fucking confused right now. Yeah, it's like, honestly, not so crazy. So it's their job to schedule over their therapy appointment. Here's the thing. I'm not going to completely dump on her for this, because when you are in this kind of work, be it law enforcement or dispatching, and someone you know is involved in being attacked, and unless she says otherwise, I'm going to go on the assumption that her friend who was stabbed was killed. And no question, that could be traumatizing. You are working the dispatch center. a friend of yours who is a cop gets stabbed, and you are responsible for coordinating the response via dispatching, the medical aid, the backup, stuff like that, and you at the same time, this is your friend. You have emotions involved. Like, on its face, I do get it. That would be a horrible experience to go through. It would be. Like, no shade on her if she had an issue with the information we have so far. Did she actually request someone to help? Did she request the therapist? Question is, what is actually a friend or just someone she had met? Also an excellent question. Excellent question. There's a lot of questions here. And I'm going to hazard a guess. That it's not as cut and dry as she makes it seem. I don't think that they just sent her home. Or, did they even know this was her friend? Did the people in the dispatch center that she worked for even know that she knew this officer or was friends with this officer that got stabbed? And so they would have no idea that this would have been traumatic for her. There's a lot of questions here. Like, it'd be easy to just default to, oh, I feel so bad for her because she said she had to dispatch the coordinator response for her friend who was stabbed. It's easy to default to that, but there's a lot of information right now that we still haven't gotten that I don't think is going to make this so simple.
And I know you were more intimate with the dispatching situation. So, no, I'm on your side on this. I'm just trying to
sure?
Yes, I am. I would. Again,
Sounds like you don't support whistleblowers.
Whistleblowers? What are you talking about? Whistleblowers? She was asking for more money.
And there were other issues. There were
I asked for the issues.
ton
Money.
of issues.
I asked for them. You said money.
Money was the biggest.
Hold the fuck up. 2 seconds ago, I had this very traumatic experience of my quote unquote friend who was a police officer got stabbed and I had to dispatch the coordinated response to it. This was a very traumatic experience for me. My employer didn't help me. And literally in the next fucking breath, she's getting defensive. Do you have a problem with whistleblowers? And now we've completely shifted topics to something else entirely. Yeah, your story's starting to fall apart that this was really a traumatic experience for you, sweetheart.
So shut the fuck up, whistleblower. You're not Snowden. I don't know what you're talking about. But yes, no, I am on your side because I'm saying if I was an employer, I would have made sure you got all the help possible. I am trying to compare it to the overall 95% of jobs. It wouldn't have happened anyway.
Do people get stabbed here?
No, but people that they're close to get stabbed. So yes, people lose family members and friends all the time. Yes, you're more intimately involved in that. Again, I am on your side here. I'm just trying to make a comparison where it's that wouldn't have happened pretty much anywhere.
She's using this as a sympathy excuse to forgive her for all her transgressions that we're about to deal with. That's what this was. Because when Caleb said, I'm on your side here, and she's like, are you though? She wanted Caleb to go, oh, you poor thing. Oh, don't worry. Head pat, head pat, head pat. It's okay. It's okay. And to basically treat her like a child. That's what she was looking for. And when Caleb didn't give her that, she went counterattack and went, oh, you really don't care about me, do you? You don't care about whistleblowers, do you? That's what it was. She did this story, which now is starting to sound more and more like bullshit. And she was doing it as a sympathy bit, is what it sounds like. Yeah, using it to try and dodge accountability. Exactly.
Okay. Good one, I guess. But
I
okay,
I don't think she's making it up. I don't think it's anywhere close to the facts of the situation. I think maybe a police officer that she kind of maybe knew got stabbed and she had a coordinated dispatch response for it. I don't think it was a quote unquote friend and the results were traumatizing to her. That's where I'd X to doubt it.
Department owed.
Yeah, that's
more
an
to
issue.
us.
I wish they did. They didn't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have happened in most places. But so what? What's next step? Is next step lose our entire life because you did, and that's your choice.
He does have a nose ring. Look. Nose ring. She does have a nose ring. And if I'm not unless this is like a wart, she's also got like a Marilyn Monroe piercing too. So yes, nose ring theory is starting to become confirmed.
In the end.
I tried really hard to find another job, and it's
Well, why'd you have to find another job? I'm confused.
any job.
Well,
Because the job that
just go back to that job.
the job, they won't hire me.
No. Why'd you get fired? You didn't say why you got fired. You just said you went home one day after your friend got stabbed.
No. I left that department because of all of the issues we were having.
Well,
Went to
what
another
was all
department.
the issues? You keep saying these generic terms.
We were getting paid shitty.
What, the one where you made $53 an hour?
No, the one before that.
No, I'm talking about the $53 an hour one.
Yeah, okay, that one it didn't work out. The department was bigger than I expected it to be.
What?
Oh, this is some bullshit. Oh, this is some bullshit right here. Oh, it didn't work out. The department was bigger. Oh, no. She did something to fuck up. She fucked up somewhere and got her ass fired, and she doesn't want to tell Caleb about it. Oh, and he's going to drag it out of her. He's going to drag it out of her. She did something.
So?
I went from
Wait, which one did your friend get stabbed at?
my first department.
Oh, we were on the second department. Why are you bringing that up for tears?
Uh-huh.
No offense. I mean, listen, I was on your side for the tears for a second, but go f your tears there. Because we were literally talking about your second job. Why when I brought up
Okay, she has more of a point than Caleb with the stabbing, but she's dispatching not someone actually there on the scene, so she doesn't have much of a platform stand up, as far more likely to experience that than some finance guy. But this is only one point. She's again a dispatcher, not something on the scene of risk. Again, if I believed her, and I'm still to doubting it because she jumped off of that traumatizing experience so fucking quickly. Dispatchers can feel trauma too, because dispatchers can hear some horrifying shit over the radio. Like for police officers that get grievously injured and get stabbed and that they might possibly be dying. They might be getting on the radio, screaming for help, and you can hear the terror in their voice. And as a dispatcher, you're hearing the screams of someone who is terrified and desperate, and that can affect you. It absolutely can. But the way she's putting it, I don't buy it. The way she pivoted off of it in literally a breath, I don't buy it. Because if this was a friend, if she was really this traumatized, she would have not have pivoted off of that to, oh, so you hate whistleblowers, literally a breath later.
Why did that job not work out? You immediately bounced back to your first job to get some tears and sympathy.
No,
I'm sorry. I was on your side and you f***ed it. So what happened with the second job was my damn question.
So at the first department, I was working. No, listen. I worked in my last full year there. I worked 632 hours of overtime.
Yeah? Well, that's great for your first job. Let's hear about the second one.
When I went to the second one,
Jesus, we're gonna need an add a square to the bingo card space of cannot answer a fucking question. I don't know if that square is already there. It's we've been getting so many of these lately where Caleb asks a guest a question and they will talk about, well, first there was the Big Bang. Until literally do an Iliad and Odyssey level of explanation just to answer a simple fucking question. Guess can't answer basic questions in one of the tiles? There you go. Check it the fuck off if you haven't already.
Well, that's great for your first job. Let's hear about the second one.
when I went to the second one, all of that time that I didn't have to process, all of the shit that I dealt with, that all came up in all the free time I had because I wasn't working overtime.
Go to therapy.
I am.
Well, then.
I wasn't aware.
Of therapy?
No, I wasn't aware I had issues.
You weren't aware of therapy?
I wasn't aware that I was f***ed up in the head.
Well, how'd that impact your job? If you weren't aware that you should get therapy, then how the were you having issues? Well, I'm so confused.
Because when I had more time, it
Sure, and that's when you realize.
You can hear her trying to basically manufacture the tears right now. You can hear her. She is trying to basically get the choked up voice going. She's like trying to sound all choked up, like this is really affecting her, and she's already and she's really traumatized. You can hear it. You could hear it in her voice that she's trying to force up some tears. Which again, this isn't going to work because if she was unionized, then the union would have offered her counseling. If she was struggling, the union would have actually if any one of them saw that she was struggling, they would have said like, "Hey, there's counseling available. We have counseling available for you." By the way, she, as a reminder of her excuse of "I didn't know," as a reminder, she said on her previous smaller department, they had a therapist on staff. You don't think a larger department would also not have a therapist on staff, especially in California, the fucking capital of bullshit therapy for the entire fucking country? You don't think that they go through regular, like, mental health checks with the therapist in a California dispatch going, "How you doing? Let's check in with you mentally." That would be done routinely in a job like this, especially in California.
Because you have issues, so go to therapy.
Yes, but my job was suffering because of it.
Okay, but how long?
I was only there like 7 months.
Well, that's a long time.
It's not.
Yeah.
Not in law enforcement. Not in law enforcement.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
fuck.
up.
Fuck right off. Fuck right off with that. I was there 7 months. That's not a long time. In law enforcement years, no. In the amount of time for you to go, "I'm feeling fucked in the head, I should get help." Yes.
That's a long time to realize you have issues
Yes.
and try to seek some help. If you don't at that point, I'm sorry. That is your fault for not seeking help.
Yes.
I mean, I'm on your side where I wish they helped you and I was advocating for therapy, big therapy advocate here. Okay? But if you literally chose for 7 months of knowing you were struggling to not get therapy,
No, I was.
at what? You just said you weren't.
No, I was working on getting help, but it took
What's
me
working on getting
What?
help? I believe you can get therapy in about
First of all,
now.
realizing that I had issues.
How
because
long? How long did that take?
It took a minute to
For God's sake.
Hey.
when you start
You're gonna make me look like an asshole, but come on, I can read right through this.
when you're taking calls that trigger other previous
Pause. You
calls.
said you were struggling with your free time, not with the calls you had. So now you're
It
saying
all-
something different.
It all really
I think Caleb maybe I know what she meant when she was saying it. I think Caleb may be misunderstanding. She was saying that because she had more free time. What she's claiming is because she had more free time, because she wasn't working as much overtime, because her mind was not occupied with the dispatch, because she had more free time, she was thinking about the trauma. Like the trauma had more of an opportunity to basically impact her mind because her mind was not engaged in working and thus focused. I think that's what she was saying, but still, she said before this whole interruption is that she was getting help, and it's like, this is not adding up. This is just not adding up.
relates because you
Okay, so you couldn't do that
in
job.
dispatch you have to compartmentalize that. Like, okay, I worked this call, my friend got stabbed, put that away, on to the next thing.
Okay.
And now when I'm taking other calls, all of that shit that I didn't deal with, now that I'm not as busy, I'm like,
So 7 months. Why didn't
Oh.
you deal with it?
I was getting there.
What is getting there? Where were you?
Realizing that I had issues.
Okay, you figured that out. How
getting
many
into
months in? How many
therapy,
months in did you figure out your issues? Huh?
It took a couple.
Okay, 2 months in. There you go.
maybe-
You had 5
yeah.
months more. Therapy
Yeah,
you can get
no,
tomorrow.
and
So what's the issue?
I was doing that,
Okay.
but you still have to work through shit.
Yes, it's not an instant fix. That's true. But also administrative leave, different things.
I was on probation.
Did you specifically go to your boss and ask for help and say what was going on?
No.
Then Okay.
That's
then,
on you.
Then,
Boss, I
then
didn't
can I?
know.
That's on fucking you. That's sorry. It's you're struggling and you don't go to your boss and you say, "Hey, boss, I'm struggling right now." The boss will go, "What are you struggling with?" I had this when I was at the other dispatch center, I had this case and it affected me and I've been struggling with it, and the boss would go, "Okay, let's get you some help. Let's figure something out for you." She didn't go to her boss. That's on you. And it forces me to question just how fucking serious was it. Yeah, absolutely. Like, not like, especially in California, but not only even in California. If you go to your boss, if you are in this kind of work as a dispatcher, and you go to your boss and go, "Hey, we had this case. I knew this," claiming, "I knew this officer that got stabbed. Like, he was a good friend of mine. He got stabbed and I had to dispatch the call and it really is eating at me. I can't get past it." Any boss in this line of work throughout the entire country would go, "Cool, let's figure this out. Let's get you some help. Let's figure this out." The only reason why a boss wouldn't do that is if you are a shitty dispatcher and they want to get rid of you because you can't do your job well. That's the only reason why they might go, "Well, maybe this job isn't for you then." If you're at least a decent dispatcher and you can do your job well, they'll say, "Let's figure something out." But she didn't do that. She didn't even do the bare fucking minimum of asking for help. Did not even do that bare minimum. And this is not a matter of, I'm ashamed of it and I'm trying to hide it. She's a woman, for God's sake. She's not going to hide this. She's going to broadcast to everybody. It's a woman. She's going to let everybody fucking know so she can get sympathy points from everyone possible that she ever meets. That just say, "Yeah, I'm feeling really bad. I've got PTSD because I had to dispatch a case for my friend that got stabbed and it was really traumatic." She would be vomiting that up to anyone that would ever listen to get fucking clout points and sympathy points from any functioning set of ears. Let's be fucking real about this. She didn't tell her boss because... Oh, we have an article. After she left the first department, she kept going back to the same city council and complaining about how the low pay kept appearing when the matter wasn't on this council's docket for the meeting. This was after she left her first department, so she kept going back to harass the other department. Oh, that could have something to do with it. That could have something to do with it if she's going back to her old bosses and still haranguing them about the pay and shit which no longer works for them. If that is correct... If that information is correct, that would get back to her current job, and her current job would go, "Fuck it, bye. We're not going to deal with that." If that information's correct.
What? Wow! You will have a different boss at every company ever. I'm sorry. If you didn't advocate for yourself, then I can't have sympathy. I was gonna have sympathy. I was having sympathy throughout that, even though I was trying to poke holes because I was like, "Oh, she definitely seems like a person that's a victim always." So So I knew there was going to be something there. I'm sorry, if in 7 months of someone having an issue, they didn't once go to their boss, who's responsible for their employment, and say, "I'm struggling because my friend from my previous dispatch job got shot."
Yep.
I think the dispatcher boss
She'll correct
might
him.
have some sympathy.
Yeah.
And you choosing to not do that and to advocate for yourself once, you cannot be surprised at the consequences. And it's hard for me to feel bad about those consequences. I feel horrible for your friend. And what happened? Did they die?
No.
Oh my God. And he didn't even die. Oh, he did a Harvard desk slam earlier. He did, like, it's terrible that he got stabbed, of course. It's terrible that a police officer and her quote-unquote friend got stabbed. He's not even dead. What are we doing? This is why I'm saying this is why I'm saying she's full of shit. This is why I'm saying she's absolutely full of shit, because if she really was traumatized, she's a woman. She'd be telling anyone that would listen to it. and most especially her boss, to the point that she would be telling her boss so much because she'd be wanting to get favoritism from her boss. I'm traumatized. I can't work today. I need to take a mental health day because I'm feeling traumatized. The fact that she never even told her boss about it, fucking lie. She's a woman. She'll tell everybody that will listen to her. I do not believe you.
He ended up being fine.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm really trying to be the most sympathetic person in the world. You are taking everything from me. You're
You're
taking
right.
everything from me.
You're right. It's Gravity. You're right. She wants to be told she has PTSD and get pity from Caleb. You're exactly correct. And hello, Nami. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. You caught us right at the beginning of a Caleb Hammer financial audit reacts. Welcome in. How is your stream? If you're interested in having your brains leaking out of your ears, please, won't you join us for the insanity?
You're taking everything. Stop it. Stop it. I'm so glad he's alive. But he should have died for the sake of your tears. So what? 7 months? Wait, how quickly did he come back?
it was a couple months.
Okay, when did you know he was going to be alive?
When he texted me the next day listen.
So 7 months of struggling in the next job? You got a text the next day?
He texted me the next day. That was the first I heard anything, and he was the only person who did any sort of.
By the way, she was still at her old job. As a reminder, her friend that got stabbed, that she dispatched the call and coordinated the response, she was still at her old job. And he texted her the very next day and said, I'm fine. Oh, you lying whore. Oh, you sympathy-baiting whore. Yeah, none of this would be relevant to her second job. None of it. Yeah, for backstory for the Raiders, she was a dispatcher, a cop that she was quote unquote good friends with, got stabbed on the job. She was dispatching at the time. She dispatched the coordinated response, EMS, additional police response, whatever. And she was making it seem like, oh, this was so incredibly traumatic for her. Implying without saying it that she had PTSD, probably because she wanted Caleb to insinuate she had PTSD. And she just now revealed that her friend that got stabbed texted her the next day and told her, yeah, I'm fine. And just basically blew her entire sympathy case completely out of the water. Nuked it from orbit.
Like, hey, what happened last night? Are you good?
I get that, but
And that's crazy that the only person who asked was the officer that got stabbed.
I agree, but dude completely survived. Next day was totally fine.
I went back to work the next day. And
Oh, the editor! Floyd talking like she's the one who got stabbed. Yes! Yes! Even the cop who got stabbed. She's saying that the cop who got stabbed texted her and asked, are you okay? Not the reverse. The cop, the person, oh, honey, oh, you're lying. Oh, you are lying. I don't believe a thing that you're saying right now.
Yeah, but 7 months later.
No way. Well, okay, Choirbat, submit that to the mods in Discord. Submit it to the mods. They will check it.
In your new job, you're saying you're struggling? No, I think you are a struggle. At that point, you're a struggle. It wasn't the trauma from that.
it was compounding trauma from a bunch of events.
But this is starting to sound more like TikTok trauma than real trauma.
No, I worked a bunch of crazy shit in the span of my last year there. And I worked
dispatching?
Yeah, my last
Hey,
pause
pause real quick. Whoa, no, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm going.
She desperately wants to just like fake trauma dump. You can tell. Listen to the way she did that. She is so desperate to just vomit up this fake trauma for sympathy points, and she's desperate to get it out. And Caleb's not going to let her.
Patching?
Yeah, my last.
Hey,
my last.
pause real quick. Whoa, no, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm going to let you finish. Can I just have a quick thing?
Kanye.
Quick thing.
Relax.
Quick thing. You experienced a bunch of crazy shit in dispatching?
Yes.
No shit, that's dispatching. Do a different job.
I worked 632 hours overtime that year. I didn't have time to
And-
process any of it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh
Sure.
my God.
I worked
She didn't have any time to process it. Yet they had a therapist on staff that she could have availed herself of at any time. As a reminder, she admitted there was a therapist on staff that she could have availed herself of at any time, and I'm guessing the union would have required them to allow her therapy to process this. But she's coming up with the excuse of, I never had time to process it, when the union would have specifically demanded that she be given time to process it if she was struggling mentally. This doesn't work. None of this works.
7 days. I was working 60 hours.
I promise you could
60,
finish,
70
finish.
hours a week.
I never let women finish.
It's the vibe you give.
Well, I struggle with the mission. Gotta really get in there. No, I do fine. Finish,
Says
please.
yourself.
Says myself.
Self-appointed.
Just like your victimhood. Continue, please. I
have
said you
been-
could finish.
I have been diagnosed with PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone can get
In California, in California especially, getting diagnosed with PTSD, X to fucking doubt. This is California therapists will diagnose you literally with anything that you as the patient will tell them that you think you are. So I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I do not fucking buy it. Hello, Sabo. Hi. So yeah, so she's self-diagnosed and received affirmation from an affirming therapist, and that's it. Yeah, literally anybody can walk into any therapist's office now and say, I have PTSD, and too many fucking therapists, especially in California, will just go, okay, and sign a thing that says you have PTSD so you can get, like, money or something.
diagnosed with PTSD.
But it was the first place I ever worked. And the department very much pushes things off that I didn't know that I was having issues. God damn it.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't believe. Yeah,
No.
she's like, God damn it! Why don't you believe me? Why aren't my summoning tears and me choking up? Why is that not making you like feel sympathy for me? And thank you, Max Lower. Thank you for the sub.
No. I mean, I feel. Trust me. It's an incredibly difficult job. We need big support for dispatchers. What you are seeing is not unreasonable at the fact that we need better support for dispatchers. That's not unreasonable. But your swings at victimhood and losing everything here are so much more dramatic. But the fact that the dude texted you the next day that he survived, when you know, in this conversation before I asked that, you made us.
We're just in stream chat general. Just asked for a mod to check your card. Mods, if you check Choir Boy's card for him, please. Thank you.
Sound like he was dead, and you were struggling with that 7 months later in your new job. With the way you present information and the way you think about your life, you are victim to the extreme. That is a hard job. People deal with some crazy shit, and they need support, and let's advocate for that together. But don't over sensationalize your existence. You should have immediately said that dude survived.
I went home not knowing.
No, but you knew the next day. You should have immediately said in this conversation the dude survived. Because you know the way you set it up, you made it sound like he was dead. Because you more prefer the attention of being a victim.
Yeah, exactly. She's sympathy baiting. She wants to get victim clout. That's what she wants. She wants victim clout. That's it. No, he's absolutely right on this. And we do have a bingo, so, 4-corner bingo. So, for the remainder of the React chat, it's OG time. It's OG time, chat. Hang on, I have to fix some things. Because otherwise, you guys are going to try and do channel points that won't work. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay, okay. That should still work. Okay. Boom. Okay. There's gonna be a few things now that are not gonna work. Just be aware. I have to turn off a bunch of stuff. Okay, that should hopefully work. Hopefully I've got everything done correctly. So yes, we get old me for the rest of the stream. Or for the rest of the react, not the stream, the react.
Don't. I actually, my mom brings this story up all the time to be like, people are like, oh, what's the craziest call you've ever taken? Oh, tell them about this. Why would you say that? Like,
Did you tell your mom not to say that?
That is a perfectly normal thing for people to ask. Legit, like literally, it is completely normal for a non-law enforcement, fire, EMS civilian. It is completely normal for someone to ask, "What's the wildest thing that you've experienced?" That is like that. By and large, that is one of the first fucking things. When people find out you're a cop, when people find out you're a firefighter, when people find out you're EMS, when people find out you're a dispatcher, when people find out you're a soldier, any person that does what we consider like a high risk or quote unquote exciting job, literally the first thing anybody asks you is, what's the wildest thing you ever experienced? That is normal. That is absolutely normal. If you can't handle that, then you shouldn't have been a dispatcher in the first place.
I have.
And she still says it?
Sometimes.
And tell her she's a bitch. I don't know. She shouldn't say it anymore.
She is.
At least you advocated for yourself for the first time in your life. I'm sorry. I mean, you're in your upper 30s at this point. Like, I mean, you're not a child.
Damn.
Well, you're
Oh God, he's gonna jump to upper 40s soon. Oh God, he's already said upper 30s. Next time he's gonna say you're in your 40s. He does this. He's going to. This is what he does. It's like when he gets guests on the show that are in their mid to upper 30s, he'll exponentially like increase their age as the financial audit happens.
37. It's upper 30s.
34.
My 4 looks
Numbers
like
are hard.
No, my 4 looks like a 7. Okay, you're 34. You're fine. I mean, it's just like, I'm just saying, like, if you can't advocate for yourself at this point, it's like, what are we doing, right? You got to learn that at some point, or else you just can't put yourself in situations where you have any kind of, where there might be complications.
I'm really good at compartmentalizing, and that's what I did.
Are you? Or
Yeah,
did
no,
you hear about Did you hear that word on TikTok and you're just
No.
hearing everything on TikTok and you're
Yes.
diagnosing yourself with it?
No,
Yes,
I've
she
always.
did.
Because anyone can have PTSD from the situation and get diagnosed.
I don't think she said she had a kid. Hang on, let me back it up a few. I don't think she
Good at
did.
compartmentalizing, and that's what I did.
Are you? Or
Yeah,
did
no,
you hear?
Yeah, no, I'm good at she said she had 2 kids. Did she? Did I miss that? When did she say she had 2 kids? Wait, did I completely miss that? When did she ever say she had kids? She has yet to say anything like that.
About
No,
Did you hear that word on TikTok and you're just
No.
hearing everything on TikTok and you're diagnosing yourself with it?
no, I've always.
Because
been-
anyone can have PTSD from the situation and get diagnosed. That's so easy. You have no idea how easy it is. People can get PTSD for everything, which
Yes.
I'm not even saying you don't. But the fact is, it's just really hard to respect as a term today because of how easy it is to get diagnosed. And we know the dude literally survived. Then you woke up the next day with a text, I'm alive. Oh, you stayed up all night? Okay.
No, it was like well into the day.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You're right. You know what? No, you're right. That is absolutely tragic and just as bad as him dying.
Yep.
I'm being told you actually never went to the therapy that was provided.
Work therapy, no, because I didn't have time to with work
Well, they provided therapy, but because of your schedule, you didn't go.
because I was working.
Hold on.
No.
You know she made it sound like earlier, just like again, making it sound like
Yep.
you died. She made it
There
sound
it
like
is.
they didn't provide.
I said they provided it. I
No,
said we had
you
a
said there was a
therapist.
therapist, but you made it sound like they didn't
Uh-huh.
provide the support. You didn't go.
Had a therapist on, like,
But you didn't go.
Yes.
when was I supposed to go?
Okay,
I was working 12-hour shifts 6 days a week.
perfect. 7th day.
Literally by union rules. By union rules, if you say I'm struggling and I need therapy, by union rules, they have to let you have therapy. Every union, especially in law enforcement, if you say I'm struggling, I am in a bad way mentally, I need to avail myself of the provided therapy, you will get that time. You will, like, they literally give you, like, it's in California. They like give you like mental health days. So this is bullshit. This is 100% bullshit that she's like, oh, I couldn't go. I was working too much. What are the odds that she never even asked? What are the odds that she never once asked for it? That's it. And she's just coming up with excuses to basically just say it's not my fault. And thank you, Kilks. Thank you for the gifted.
I don't know how she's a law enforcement therapist because her schedule doesn't work like that.
I'm gonna be real with you. Your data is not the same as everyone else's. You've got your own unique mix of credit cards. Maybe
Sorry,
some
Caleb, I gotta
medical-
jump
says
through it.
personal loan, your neighbor here to pocket and holds up. This is .com. Load a bud to come. The equity people is. Huh? Download it now. Start the free trial. Dollarwise.com. Link in the description below. Huh? Okay, 12 hours a day, 13th hour. Hey, girl, if you're in that much of a crisis, I'm sorry, 12 hours a day, those are difficult shifts. You have another 12 hours in a day. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not sitting here saying it's easy, but you making it sound worse and then literally not doing the one basic thing and blaming them for it. Come on.
Yep.
Right? Am I wrong?
Did you see
I
that?
know that I should have gone.
Well, there.
Hold up. Did you see that? Did you see? Look at her expression when he basically puts this on her. Look at her expression.
One basic thing and blaming them for it. Come on.
Yep. Look at the lip bite, the licking of the lips. She knows she's been caught. She knows. This is the expression. This lip bite, sucking in the lips, biting her lips, and then licking her lips. She knows she got caught. 100%. That is the expression of a woman trying to use like cutesy feminine wiles to obfuscate the fact that she got caught. That's what women do. You do the cute little lip bite, the little can't say because this model doesn't stick the tongue out. The licking of the lips. Yeah, she knows she got caught.
Right? Am I wrong?
I know that I should have gone.
Well, there we go.
And I
Yep.
knew that it was a resource, but it didn't feel accessible.
Oh, it didn't feel. Now it's
Bullshit.
feel. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the feelings over the objective.
It's honestly so fucking hilarious how many people come onto the show thinking they can pull one over on Caleb. He's been doing this for years. Every single time someone comes in and tries to pull one over on Caleb, every single time he dumpsters on him and he drags the truth out of him. It's honestly hilarious how these people think they can get one over on him.
Objective reality. Good death, woman. What the do I do with you? I can't deal with.
Honestly, I ask
feel.
myself every day.
I didn't feel. Well, you got to stop being introspective. You got to stop asking yourself shit. You just need to live, dude. You're thinking way too much about your shit. You're in
eyes
your
are
own
stop
head.
watering.
You're in your own head. Why did you get stabbed?
Where?
Why?
It was a theft that was technically a robbery.
Okay. Well, I'm glad he's alive.
It was a loose robbery, but it technically was a robbery. The guy actually ended up getting charged with attempted murder of an officer.
Shocking. He stabbed a cop. Shocking. He's going to get charged with attempted murder. What the fuck?
Yeah, as he should have.
Yeah.
What was he robbing?
Quick stop. and he stole like
Taquitos?
no, like the packs of donuts
Bro got stabbed over donuts?
Will this work for you? I can't seem to find my license.
and a brisk, and I think single Pop-Tarts out of the Pop-Tart box.
And where did he get stabbed?
In the head.
Oh.
What?
That's a big one. That's in the no-no area.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. He got stabbed in the head? Or did he get slashed and got like a scalp laceration? Huh? I think she's conflating here. Now, is it possible that this cop maybe like the offender had a knife and slashed him? Like gave like a slashed him across the scalp or something? Sure. Stabbed? Jaw rebound off the skull, both possible. No, I don't believe her. She's already lied about so much right now. Yeah, if he's texting her the next day saying, "I'm fine, are you okay?" Yeah, he did not get stabbed in the head. Not happening.
Yeah.
But you knew the next day he was alive. So, when's the last time you worked in law enforcement?
November 2024.
Okay, 2 years ago.
Huh.
You don't still claim law enforcement like discounts, do you?
I will use my discount if it is online.
you
I
got
don't ask
fired.
for it.
You got fired, girl.
Fired.
Okay, second job. Still, you haven't told me what
shit.
happened to that.
The department was bigger than I expected. I went from dispatch. No, listen, the city population was 150,000 people, and it doubled during the day because of the large businesses in the city. And I went from dispatching just police to police, fire, and ambulance, and
Huh.
I was overwhelmed. I've
Weren't
been
you
off.
working only 40 hours a week at that point, though? Didn't you say?
Yes, but the call volume was more than I expected. Like that.
So you left.
I was released from probation is the technical
Fired.
term.
You got fired.
You got
Yeah.
fired.
Okay, and after that point is where you're.
Honestly, I kind of buy this part. She came from a small department where all she was doing was handling police. She gets put into a larger department that she's now handling police, fire, and paramedic. And she couldn't handle it. I actually believe that. I 100% I believe that she was not skilled enough, that she was not intelligent enough to be able to handle, because all of her talk about you have to compartmentalize. That's what dispatchers who handle police, EMT, and fire do. They compartmentalize. So clearly, she couldn't have done that. She was not capable of doing that. So yeah, I believe that she could not handle it not because of her PTSD, but because she wasn't good enough. Flat out, she just was not good enough. I actually believe that. 100%, I do. And thank you, nickname.
Saying they will not hire you anymore.
At that time I was at another department, like per diem.
What?
Yeah.
So even still, you got hired at that point.
No, I was hired there before. I was per diem, so like when they needed coverage, and I just
Okay.
went there full time.
And what happened?
I have no idea, actually.
Wait, hold up. Am I understanding correctly? She was going. Let me hear this
You're
again.
saying they will not hire you anymore.
At that time I was at another department, like per diem.
What?
Yeah.
So
just-
even still, you got
just like-
hired at that point.
No, I was hired there before. I was per diem, so like when they needed coverage, and I just
Okay.
went there full time.
And what happened?
I have no idea, actually.
Wait, hold up. I'm trying to suss this out. Was she working at department number 1 and then was per dieming to department number 2 and then ended up going to department number 2 full time? Or was she at department number 2 and then per dieming to a third police department, a third dispatch center? And yeah, I'm confused too. Yeah, was she moonlighting with another department at the second one? Dispatch 2 had a per diem second job. Okay. God, this is confusing.
Actually,
No. Did you get fired?
I came in one day and they said, we actually don't need you anymore.
Oh, well, that might be fair.
But like, nothing happened. I didn't ever.
Oh, no. You're per diem, then you decided to go full time.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't need it. That's fair. I mean, that's reality.
Yeah.
Especially with government budgets, local government budgets, very
And
difficult.
it's
Oh. So, okay. Hang on.
nothing happened. I didn't ever.
Oh, no. You're per diem, then you decided to go full time.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't need it. That's fair. I mean, that's reality.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. She was per diem for department number 2. So when she was working for department number 1, she was per diem for department number 2. She got fired from department number 1, went full time to department number 2, and department number 2 said, so she was per dieming for like 7 months. And then she went to department number 2 full time after she got fired from number 1, and number 2 said, yeah, we don't need you anymore. And then fuckity bye. That's what it sounds like happened. Which is interesting. If I'm mathing this properly.
Meow 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 meow.
Seriously?
Meow 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 meow.
Seriously? If that's the case, remember, she said she was working massive levels of overtime at department number 1. So how is she per dieming department number 2 if she said she was working 600 hours of overtime at this doesn't make sense. I'm like so fucking confused right now. This doesn't make sense. I don't freaking know because I can't even parse it. And thank you for the 2 gifteds nickname.
Especially with government budgets, local government budgets, very
And
difficult.
it's a super small town.
Exactly, very difficult. Okay, so lady goes on local news, multiple city council meetings, is the face of it, multiple news reports. Very good. Next place gets fired because she's bad at her job. Blame whatever reason you want. And now she is shocked.
So she was at job 1, per diem for another job at another dispatch job, moonlighted at second per diem job, wanted to go full time from there. They said we don't have room, and then she got fired from job 1 and then moved to job 2, and job 2 said you're not good enough, fuckity bye. Okay, I think I got it now.
That she cannot get hired in this. By the way,
I'm not shocked.
by the way,
I know.
I want to go back. Have you not expressed the amount of trauma that you get from this job? That is a crazy job. I don't think you're fit for it. Why would you want to go back? It's
Yes.
not our responsibility at this point to take care of you. If you deal with an issue there, if you keep going back,
Because
you're
I
the fucking
enjoy it.
abused wife that keeps going back. Don't.
I really enjoy it, and
What? Then you don't claim trauma from it.
I know. It's complicated.
Job 2 was not her 600 hours of overtime because she specifically said job 2, she didn't have work as much. And that's why she had so much time to think about her trauma, which traumatized her so much because she was not working that overtime. Now, it was job 1 that was the 600 hours.
What do I do with it? No, just get another job. Prize in the bag.
I have a job,
Yes.
and I hate it.
Well, yeah, you don't really make enough. So how'd you lose your house?
I sold my house before I lost it because I was unemployed for so long.
Did you walk away with a pile?
A little bit.
How much?
25.
Where is it?
Go
Most
on.
of it's in a savings account.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
when was that?
okay.
When I sold my house,
Yes.
August of last year
Okay.
is when I closed.
So since then, what has life been about? I guess you were complaining in the pre-interview how your MAGA parents made you buy it. I don't know what what does that have to do with it? Do MAGA parents
Here
just
we
make kids
go.
buy houses?
No, they've always that's what you do is you buy a house and you get married and you
It's
have
America.
kids.
It's pretty standard, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
So they push me. They're like, oh, you should do this. You should buy a house. And
Okay.
I'm really good at doing what you're supposed to do.
Well, it sounds like it rewarded you. You walked away with a net gain.
Yeah.
But I also live at my parents' house now.
No, but that wasn't their fault for saying
Okay.
buy a house. That was your fault for getting fired from a job and going on television. That wasn't their fault for telling you to get a house.
Yeah.
It's always someone else's fault with you, isn't it?
No,
Oh, no.
Yes, it is.
no.
Oh, yes.
Okay. How is it your MAGA family's
I can
fault?
fully acknowledge that I left my first apartment and I ruined my life.
Then
but-
how's it, why were you complaining about your
Except she hasn't. Except she hasn't. She's saying this right now only because Caleb said, you don't take responsibility for anything. That is the only reason why she said, I take responsibility for leaving my first apartment and ruining my life. Reason why, listen to the way that she said it. For ruining my life. The only reason why somebody does that in the context of this conversation is sympathy. The only reason a person will say, I ruined my life, is they are trying to bait for sympathy from the person they're speaking to. So she's hoping that by saying, giving such an extreme acknowledgement of I, quote unquote, I destroyed my life, that she's hoping to placate Caleb to go, okay, she's taking responsibility. Maybe I can back off of her a little bit. That's the only reason why she put it to him that way.
MAGA parents?
Because I wouldn't have ever bought that house.
It sounds like they helped you.
Not really. They said, here,
What?
you should buy a house.
Good,
but
and you walked away with a net gain. What's the complaint? I'm
What's
so
the
confused.
issue?
How does it tie to MAGA? I'm so confused. I don't agree with MAGA on everything, of course.
They're-
But I'm not blaming them for this notebook ripping.
just like American dream shit. And
That's not fucking MAGA. Wanting the quote-unquote American dream of a husband, wife, 2.5 kids, and a nice house. That's not MAGA. That has literally been the American dream for probably the last century and a fucking half. It's not exclusive to MAGA. You're only going to say it's MAGA to blame quote-unquote MAGA for you fucking up your own life. That's the only reason why any one of these stupid fucking SJRs ever blames MAGA for anything. Is because they don't want to take responsibility for their own fuck-ups.
And
push
you
me to do it. It's
made
just
$40,000. What? What are we complaining about right now? Please walk me through it. Walk me through it. I'm gonna need
I
a
can't
little.
wait. Let me hear this.
Little assistance. I'm calling for a dispatch of assistance from you to me right now.
like
Good
they
night,
pushed me
Destar.
to buy a house.
Okay.
And I don't think I was ready for that. Like
And the consequences.
Hold up. Hold up. She's 34. She's 34 years old. She sold her house, what did she say, 2 years ago? When she was 32? Am I correct about that? She was like about roughly 32 years old when she sold her house. She's been with her parents for like 2 years. So she sold her house about 2 years ago, which means she bought her house, I'll be generous and say 4 or 5 years prior. So at 25, 26 years old, approximately, last year. I think she said she was with her parents since 2024. November, I think she said she moved in with her parents. Didn't she say she moved in with her parents like November of 2024? Aren't I correct about that? Or was it August 2020? Regardless, she probably only bought the house like several years before then. She was I would wager she was probably like 25 or 26 years old when she bought her when she actually purchased the house, not when she sold it, when she purchased it. Yeah, parents for 2 years, house closed last year. Yeah. So she was like mid-20s when she purchased the house. If she's going to say that in her mid-20s, she was not prepared to get a house, that's a you problem. The vast majority of mid-20-year-olds are not only more than ready to get a house, they want a house. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, She closed on the sale. I don't care about the sale. My concern is the purchase, not the sale. Fuck the sale. I'm concerned about the purchase. It was mid-20s. There are hundreds of thousands or even millions of mid-20 somethings right now that are desperate for a house. There are hundreds of thousands or millions of mid-20 somethings that one of their biggest bitches online is I can't get a house. I'm supposed to be able to get a house in my mid-20s. I can't get a house. That is one of the top 5 complaints of people in their mid-20s. And she's going to say, I wasn't prepared to get a house. Fucking how? How were you not prepared to get a house? Getting a house is only maybe one step above getting an apartment. You're still paying a monthly mortgage, which is the same as rent. You're just your taxes are included in your mortgage when you do your mortgage agreement. The taxes are included in there, so it's not like you have to worry about paying an additional tax fee for your property taxes and everything. The only depending on where you live, you're still going to be paying utilities when you're paying, when you're renting, you're paying for water, heat, electricity, TV, internet, etc., etc. You see, for a lot of apartments, you still be paying that. So literally, there's almost no fucking change in terms of the quote unquote responsibility. You're just paying a mortgage instead of a rent. So if you do not feel like you were ready for a house, then it sounds like you should have never moved out of mommy and daddy's home in the first place because you're a mental deficient that is not ready to live an adult life.
Were that I didn't know what I was doing.
And the consequences
yes,
of that
I ended up making money, but I wouldn't have ever bought that. I hated my house.
Translation. She didn't want to have to pay for a mortgage. She wanted to be able to, she didn't like the fact that she actually had to pay money for the house. She wanted her living expenses to be zero. Like when she was living with mommy and daddy. That's what she is saying in SJR speak. Is she couldn't handle the fact that as a fucking adult, you have to pay your fucking bills. That is her problem.
Okay, and the consequences of that were...
So the house she picked.
I don't know.
Then why are you complaining about your MAGA parents pushing you to get the house? I don't get it.
Because I didn't want it.
Then sell it.
I did.
Exactly. So why are you complaining about your MAGA parents pushing you to get this house?
I don't know. I feel like
Are you a leftist or
I'm gonna call it right now. The parents probably pushed her to get a house. Well, dumbass is the one that chose this house because she's an idiot. She probably when she first saw the house, she probably thought, oh, this is so cute. I can nest in it. And didn't look into the area, didn't look into the house itself, and just bought it on one viewing and went, oh, yes, this is perfect. Bought the house and then had buyer's remorse afterwards, realized that the neighborhood is shit, realized the house had a lot of problems that probably need to be fixed that she simply didn't want to deal with.
something?
I am the furthest left person that I know, but I live in...
That's not a good thing. You definitely shouldn't be the furthest right or left of anyone you know in life.
But I live in MAGA country,
actually,
so...
Yeah, but you're still in California in the end.
Yeah, you're in California,
but,
honey.
Yes, you're right. It is certainly more red there. But even still, in a red area, there's lots of... I'm in red Texas. There's lots of blue around me here.
God, yeah.
You know?
California as a whole is not MAGA country. I think where she said, which was, Central California, there's probably some red areas every state has got red areas. That's literally every state in the union has that. Like Caleb was just saying, Texas has got that. It's got red areas and it's got blue areas. The area she was in may have been quote unquote red. I X to doubt that it was MAGA country. X to doubt in that, but some area, every state's got these areas. The main city centers are usually blue, typically speaking.
That's not how it works, right? And even in blue, Austin, there's lots of right-wing people here. Like I said, I don't agree with MAGA on everything, of course, but I don't think that means being far left is reasonable. Extremism is never good. And if you're the furthest in one direction, That's extreme.
For this last, when everybody I know is MAGA.
Girl, I'm sorry. If you're trying to blame your MAGA parents for pushing you to get a house that you literally walked away positive from and you couldn't tell me one downside, it sounds like you have some kind of derangement.
I don't care to own a home.
Okay, cool. Why do you blame MAGA parents for that?
Oh my God.
Like is that not crazy?
Yes.
That's like
Insane.
Let me think of an example. Who's like a reasonable person on the right? All the talking heads are all extreme right.
I was
or
going to say,
extreme
do
left.
any of them exist?
Caleb would be a reasonable person on the right. He's not going to point to himself, but realistically speaking, the vast majority of people that are considered like quote unquote alt-right are actually like just right of center. Caleb is, say, slightly left wing. I would actually kind of look more at maybe. I mean, Caleb is pretty centrist. But like a lot of people. Okay, I'm gonna throw out streamers because that's who I know. But like Asmongold, Kirsche, me, Celestia, Powder. We are all like right of center, like reasonably right. Asmon's also left wing. No, Asmongold's not left wing. Asmongold is very centrist, but he is right of center. Yeah, Alana. Alana is another one. Like the majority, like fucking Leaflet. Leaflet, like for some of the takes that she has, like she might be classified as far right. She's honestly not. She plays things up for stream, but she's honestly not like alt right. The vast majority of people are like just right of center. Asmon's not very right wing. He's not. The reason and here's why people say stuff like that. People say Asmongold is right wing. People say that, to a degree, Alana is right wing. People say that Leaflet's right wing, that Powder is right wing, that Celestium is right wing, that I'm right wing. The reason why they say this is because the goalposts have been shifted so fucking far in terms of quote unquote left wing, is that everything is left wing. So the people that are reasonable and maybe right of center are now all of a sudden extremely right wing, because now the left thinks that anything left of now is fucking right wing. Because things have become so extreme. So honestly, you could call out any person. Fucking oh God, what's his name? God, I can't think of his name now. What? Warren Smith. Warren Smith is another one that would probably be considered right of center, but he's considered right wing. Angela Wilson is someone that is right of center and is considered right wing. So yeah, Sargon of Akkad is right of center. But they're all considered right wing because the left has become so fucking extreme. Anything that is not like goose stepping in line with what they think is considered far right or alt right. Yeah, Bill Maher, who is a leftist. Bill Maher is left of center, or even slightly more than left of center. Bill Maher is now considered right wing. Why? Because he's not goose stepping in line with the communist fascists that have taken over what is amounting to the left. That's where we are now. So Caleb could even include himself as being someone that is reasonable, that is like on the right, that is reasonable. Because nowadays, everybody thinks of him as right. For God's sake, they call him a pipeline to the alt-right.
Well, no, to you, no, of course not. Anyone even slightly center-left to you is probably a fascist. But
yes. He's correct.
Wait, you voted for Trump in 2016, though?
Yeah.
Oh, because your parents made you. What? That is how do you
for
have
God's
no
sake.
agency, do you?
No.
Girl, you're older than me.
No,
I
you
voted
don't
in
have
2016.
agency.
You have no agency. Who's a normal commentator on the right? Just let's just say Ducey. I don't know his public opinions, but I called into a show once. Okay, Ducey. Okay, he's the correspondent from Fox to the White House. Ducey. Let's say he bought a house.
I won't say Lord Intellectual because I've never discussed politics with Lord Intellectual because our conversations are not political in nature. So I don't know what his politics are. I'm not inclined to ask him because I love talking with Lord Intellectual, not because of his politics. His politics are immaterial to me. So I have no idea if he is center right, center left. Don't know. Doesn't matter to me because I love talking with him because he's a very interesting and intelligent individual, and we have wonderful conversations together.
His parents they voted for Obama, and he said, crazy communist parents forced me to buy a house. Do you not see how that's just insane? Like, why are you attaching it to their political identity? You have to be a crazy person at that point.
It just
like, why do you attach their political identity to it? I don't get it.
Because it's the conservative American dream. Like, oh,
No, it's the American dream. People on the left want to buy houses.
Correct.
but
What are you talking about?
like the
People on the right now, economically are advising actually don't buy. That renting makes more sense.
Yeah.
like they've always just pushed the do the X, Y, and Z because
And how
that's
does your
what you're.
Now we're getting into the talking points that she learned off TikTok. That's where now we're into that. She's doom scrolling on TikTok, and now we're about to hear a whole bunch of TikTok vomit of what basically the communists are saying is so horrible about the right. And Caitlyn's gonna dumpster every single one of them.
supposed to do.
Force you to vote for someone. I've never
They didn't force
seen
me, but that's
that.
just how. Not even just me, but everybody in the area is just conditioned.
Oh, you
that
mean
you're
during a political campaign, they campaigned for the person they wanted to win?
Not even campaign, but just that's how everybody's raised all the time is conservative.
It's a conservative country. Here, people are raised more liberal. That's not crazy. Regions have different things.
Yeah, but I was
And then
uninvolved.
you-
I was uninvolved at that point.
What? Just go vote
You're
for
not involved
who was that?
now.
Clinton. Who cares? You what? You said because everyone around
This always happens. This always happens with these leftist communists. They get their talking points, they vomit them up, and the minute anyone pushes back on them and challenges their ideals and asks you to explain them, they immediately short circuit because they haven't received that DLC patch to give them retorts to just the most basic logic focused questions.
you voted for Trump, you have to vote Trump.
That's just what
You can vote Clinton.
That's what I thought was the right answer.
Oh, so you
Uh-huh.
just thought you wanted to vote for him.
She doesn't think.
Okay, so, and then you change your beliefs. Who cares?
Yeah.
I am so confused how you were complaining in the pre-interview about them forcing you to do that. What the
Because she's a
f- wrong
victim.
with you?
She thinks she's
What
a
the
victim. That's
See,
why.
Yeah, because you were just going on a tangent and stuff. You're going on a tangent on the phone. I literally have your notes word for word. That America is a racist and misogynist country. How
Here
are we
we go.
misogynist at this point?
We're
Here we go.
built on a patriarchy. This whole
At this point, we can always look back.
Oh God, that's the 1803. The 1803 is with the formalization of the United States becoming a country. Remember, what was it, 1780, was it 1783, 1785? Was it 1789 that it got ratified? What am I thinking about? Something happened in okay, Paris Accords were 1789, correct? What the fuck happened in 1708 then? Or 1808? Or 1803? Jesus! Oh my God, I can't fucking date. I cannot date today. I am like so, oh God, this bitch has screwed up my brain already. This bitch has completely fucked my brain already. I may need to take a shot just to like try and reorientate my neurons.
For all of human history, 10,000 years from now, we can
1803
still look
was
back to
Louisiana
slavery
Purchase?
if we
Okay.
want to. Does that mean
Wait,
years
what'd you
from
say?
now, we can still look back to slavery if we want to? Does that mean that is what life is like 10,000 years from now? You're right. Women did not have the right to vote. We did not have a good history.
And this woman is making me believe that maybe that amendment should never have happened in the first place. This woman is starting to become a poster child for the repeal the 19th movement.
When it comes to equal rights in this country, we're talking today. How are we misogynist specifically today?
misogyny is built into everything.
I'm
Ow.
literally being pushed to hire women at this company.
Yeah.
Just so we can have more women.
Yeah.
When in content, typically men work disproportionately more on the video editing side, and I am being pushed so it doesn't look sexist to
Correct.
hire women.
Correct. Misogyny is just another buzzword that she has been programmed to just vomit out. This is a misogynistic country. How? Well, it's built on misogyny. How? Well, because that's just how it was founded. How? And she can't answer. She can't fucking answer because she didn't receive that DLC patch.
We're literally, I'm not going to do it because I refuse to live that way and I'm only going to hire people based on merit, but I'm being pushed to hire a less qualified person because they're a woman, just so we can have more women here. I am being pushed internally for that. I won't do it. But that is an actual thing that has happened behind the scenes here. Where's the misogyny? You want me to hire a less qualified person because they're a woman?
No.
Then where's the misogyny? That today, right now.
In elected office, women make up 50% of the population, but only hold like 30%.
Get more.
Okay. Whose fault is that? Listen again to her complaint.
Misogyny. That today, right now.
Listen again.
In elected office, women make up.
What's the key word there? What is the key word in the statement she just made? Elected. So if women make up 55% of the population, but women make up the minority in elected positions, why are women not coming out to vote for the women candidates? Doesn't make much sense, does it? If even the women are not voting for the women candidates and they're voting for the male candidates, then maybe, just maybe, they don't like the women candidates and they like the men candidates. That doesn't make misogyny, you dumbass. That literally has, one of you guys said it. This is not correlation or cause. It's not correlation without causation. It's, oh my sweet fuck. Just, it's the SJR talking points. Again, that was a statistic that she was fed by her TikTok programming. Does she want 50-50? Yeah. Oh, no, she doesn't. Because here, she doesn't want 50-50 in like things like construction. What she wants, and let's see if she'll actually admit to it, she wants women in positions of power to dominate men. Because that's what TikTok is programmed. That's what the TikTok feminism has programmed her. No, she doesn't want 100%. She wants men doing the hard jobs that women don't want to do. But she wants women in positions of power to boss around those men while having no fucking clue what they're doing or not being qualified for the job. So she wants women in positions of power, men in positions of labor, so women can reap all the benefits and men can effectively be, get ready, with the slaves of women. That is what she wants according to TikTok.
50% of the population, but only hold like 30%.
Get more to
of
run for
office.
office.
That's
Good
It's
one.
not misogynistic
Get
that
good
they
ones to
voted
run
for
for
someone
office.
that they
I
wanted to
know
represent
a
them.
lot of people who don't vote for women because they're women.
Well, that's a misogynistic person. Do we have a misogynistic country?
As a whole,
Do you think Clinton specifically lost because she was a woman?
no, I wouldn't have voted for Hillary.
Then why? How can you possibly say that's a misogynistic country? That you oh my sweet fuck! She's about to say I didn't vote for Hillary. So how can you say that it's a misogynistic country when you, a woman, would not vote for the woman candidate? Oh my dear God, she's an idiot. She literally just torpedoed her own fucking argument, and I hope to God Taylor calls her out on it.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like career politicians. And her husband was already president. Even people that lean more left, I don't think, Bernie, you know? Nobody liked Clinton. She didn't lose because she was a woman. Kamala probably lost because she, the primary process
Kamala lost because she's a communist. Moving on.
didn't exist. And people felt cheated from that. They didn't lose because they were women. Where's the misogyny? You are going to find women literally online on TikTok just as much as those people who will not vote for men because men are evil. I will equally find that.
Yep.
I will equally find that. So that doesn't mean the country's anti-men either. So how are we as a full-on society misogynistic? Please tell me.
She's not going to be able to answer.
You can find individual people. You can find individual racists.
And
Doesn't mean we're a racist country.
Yep.
DEI programs were very beneficial.
not
No,
necessarily.
wait. What did you just say?
DEI programs were very beneficial.
No, they weren't. Nope, I'm hard disagreeing with Caleb on this one. DEI programs were not beneficial whatsoever in the history of DEI, because DEI, as a reminder, was the redheaded bastard stepchild of affirmative action. Or more to the point, DEI was affirmative action after plastic surgery. DEI has fucked everything up. The reason why a lot of the problems we are experiencing nowadays in the United States and in Canada and in the UK and in Germany and in France and in Spain and basically all of the Western fucking world is because of DEI. Because they were basically bringing in people and putting them in positions of authority that had absolutely no business of being in these positions of authority. Because what they did is they started taking communist propaganda and turning it into fucking policy. No, DEI was absolutely fucking horrible for the country. DEI was one of the worst mistakes ever invented by the human brain. It was. Because it went from it basically took hiring practices from a meritocracy, which is what made the country the powerhouse that it was. Bearing in mind, the United States became the world superpower not because of DEI or affirmative action, but because of meritocracy. Meritocracy is the reason why the United States and every other Western nation that became a powerhouse became the powerhouse in and of itself. It is only because of DEI that we are seeing multiple countries in the Western world starting to collapse. You can directly ascribe that to DEI, which has then dovetailed itself into communism. That is the result of DEI, is you are seeing the collapse of countries from power. So no, I vehemently disagree with Caleb on this. DEI has never once been a benefit anywhere. Not once.
Not necessarily
To those
as a
people.
whole, but as a collective, it is still very
Hold on. I am?
not
Wait,
not
what?
as not necessarily
To those
as a
people.
whole, but as
Individual people. You can find individual
Yes,
racists.
and
Doesn't mean we're a racist country. DEI programs were very beneficial.
not necessarily
to
as
those
a
people.
whole, but as a collective, it is still very
Not as a whole, but as a collective. That's the same fucking thing. She's buzzwording. She's blue screening, and now she blue screened for a second, and she had to do a fast reboot, and now she's basically now she's like defaulted to the buzzwords. So she had to reboot in safe mode. And safe mode only allows her to basically throw out buzzwords that all mean the same thing and don't make any points.
Hold on. I am?
not necessarily.
You just said as a collective.
No.
I'm a part of the
Not
collective.
you specifically, but
Brandon?
maybe Brandon.
Well, maybe Brandon. Lindsay?
No, not Lindsay. Lindsay's a girl. She's a girly pop.
And I'm a girl's girl. Mika? Is this a
Who may
little
or may
Puerto
not-
Rican?
Go ahead, Caleb, clarify DEI was only beneficial to minorities. I would argue DEI is not beneficial to minorities either. I would argue against that too. I did not think DEI was beneficial to minorities. Why? Twin. DEI did not DEI, I would postulate, was harmful to minorities. Why? Because they no longer had to work on being on merit. They no longer had to work to better themselves. They could just rely upon DEI to take care of all their problems for them. Minorities and women. Minorities, women, and LGBT, the activists, not the actual ones. DEI harmed them, not helped them. The only thing it helped to do was set them on the path of self-destruction. That's all DEI did. DI has not been helpful in any way, shape, or form since its inception. To anyone, to straight white men, to women, to minorities, to LGBT, it has not been beneficial for any of them whatsoever since it first came on the scene.
Over there. Like what? Is he a big... Okay, I'm going to give you a chance again. How are we as a country misogynistic and racist?
It's systemic.
I'm waiting for examples of how we are. We can look back forever.
Buzzword
Where
time.
in our societal DNA right now? If we were still redlining, I would agree with the racism part.
922 of the most powerful people in the country, only 180 of them are
What powerful people? What are you talking about? Are you talking about elected officials?
elected officials,
People can run for office.
people
though.
in charge of police
Advocate for
department.
more-
See, she doesn't want to say this, like that most businesses are headed by straight white men. She doesn't want to say that. That's what's happening. She either that or she's desperately trying to reach back into her HHD because she doesn't have an SSD up there. She's only got an HDD. So she's trying to find the spot on the platter that's got that statistic that she learned from TikTok.
Women to
Yes,
run for office. Police departments, obviously law enforcement vastly, just like nursing heavily skews towards women, law enforcement heavily skews towards men. That's not racist though. Tech heavily skews towards men. That's not racist.
Yeah.
Art heavily skews towards women. That's not misogynistic or misogynistic. I don't know.
Misandrous.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not a victim, so I don't care to memorize words like that. That industries lean certain ways. Please tell me again then. Obviously, elected office, more women advocate for them to run, including...
No, her source is going to be TikTok. I heard it on a TikTok by some guy, I heard it on TikTok by some girl that had like frenetic movement and really cool music in the background and had some text on the screen. That's where she learned it from.
on the right, because we're about 50-50 in terms of swinging back and forth.
Thank you, Shifty.
So you're going to need more Republican women for that ratio to go up. Advocate. But people can still vote for who they think is the best.
And I don't think we're in a place in this country where people are.
But no specific examples. You can't actually
not.
think of a real thing that we are racist or misogynist. There actually might be real examples that I haven't thought of because this isn't my daily focus of being a victim.
Like there probably are instances. I'm not going to try to pretend that there are not issues regarding racism, misogyny, misandry. Those issues do exist, but they exist on a much smaller scale than she likes to pretend is happening. She's making it think like it's happening on a macro scale when it's actually happening on a more of a micro scale. But because a micro scale doesn't facilitate her argument of victimhood, she has to pretend like it's on a macro scale, which is why she said use systemic. Because if you could say, oh, the misogyny is systemic, so it's on a macro scale, which means I'm a victim, feel bad for me, and then Caleb saying, cool, give me examples of systemic or macro level misogyny or racism. And she can't. Because if she can't give the examples, then she can't claim victimhood. And she is a professional victim. That is her job. Her job was not as a dispatcher. Her job was being a professional victim.
But I guess you just can't talk on them. Can you? Can I have an example besides people running for office by choice?
Is since the beginning of the Supreme Court,
Okay.
all but 6
What?
of them have been white men, and only
Okay.
And? What's your fucking point? Oh no, so her one talking point is the Supreme Court, where all but 6 of them have been white men. And?
And how is
3
the
of them
makeup
have-
today?
only
Because I care about today. Women couldn't run for, women couldn't vote. Yes. Okay. You can look back on the history. History, bad. Not always the best.
And by the way, if she wants to pull in the Supreme Court, okay, we have a black man who is considered one of the most base judges on the Supreme Court, and the female judge that is now in the Supreme Court is basically whining and crying, saying she doesn't feel safe and cannot be trusted to actually do her job as a Supreme Court justice. Amy Coney Barrett has recently come out. One of the, I think she may be the only female judge. I'm trying to remember if there's another female judge. Oh God, wait. Who's that other? I believe there's another female judge in the Supreme Court. I can't think of her name. I'm blanking on her fucking name. No, Ruth Bader Ginsburg's that. Sotomayor and okay, yeah, Sotomayor, Ruth Sotomayor and Ketanji Brown. Okay. Yeah, so you've got Ketanji Brown Jackson, you've got Sotomayor, and you've got Amy Coney Barrett. Sotomayor is I don't know much about her judgments recently, but Amy Coney Barrett is the one that came out recently and was like, I'm so scared because I have to wear a bulletproof vest because people don't like the fact that I make judge decisions. And like went in front of Congress bitching and moaning about the fact that her job's hard and people don't like the fact that she does her job when she is literally sitting on the highest court in the land. It's making the case for maybe women shouldn't be Supreme Court judges because they can't handle literally the occupational hazard of being a Supreme Court justice in the United States of America in 2016. You don't like it, fucking retire. Well, maybe she should be a better judge. Maybe she shouldn't be a better judge at all. You know? Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Go back to ancient Greece.
2026, not
Not very good
2016,
either.
2026.
Okay, you'll get it in every inch of this planet. Not great. Native American culture wasn't great. Lots of shaving those skulls. Not
And slavery.
Great. Eating
And,
hearts
and slavery. Let's not forget about that. Native American culture had slavery.
down in the Aztecs. Not the best. We can apply history was bad for all cultures forever. What about today? Okay, we got a black man, a Hispanic woman, a white woman.
Yep.
That's it.
Ginsburg was on there. She died kind of recently.
Yeah. And was replaced.
Is Alito white? Alito doesn't seem like a white name. Is he white?
He is.
I
Consider
think
all
he's
white
like,
white.
I thought Leto was Leto Asian? Hold up. Is Leto a white man or is he Asian? For some reason, I could be mistaken, but for some reason I thought Judge Leto was Asian. He is Asian? Okay, so I was right about that. Yeah. So you have an Asian man on the Supreme Court. There you go.
I think so.
I bet he's like Italian.
After 9/11, that is white.
Oh, he's Italian.
What the?
He's Italian. There you go.
What the?
All of your like 90s, 2000 movies, Italians were, that was big
No,
that they
we
were
also have a
victims and-
black woman as well. As someone who cares about identity politics,
you said
I think
you said
I said we had a Hispanic woman, a black man, and a white woman.
I thought
We
you said
also
black.
have,
I thought black.
and then we
women.
have another Hispanic woman and a black woman. Hold on, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minorities and 4 straight white men.
Mm,
Dumb.
she's white.
Yeah, woman. I said you were saying all straight white men. Besides straight white.
The stupid ass liberal white woman can't even be happy that another white woman is on the Supreme Court. These fucking liberal white women, even other white women, are not good enough. As a reminder, Renee Good was not good enough because she was white. Remember, the communists, when Renee Good was shot by ICE, the communists said, we cannot laud her as a hero for our cause because she is white. Even white women are not good enough for these stupid fucking liberal white women. They, swear to God, every single liberal white woman out there is basically just screaming, repeal the 19th. They, oh my dear sweet fuck. These liberal white women, these liberal white women, you will find no bigger of a headache, no bigger of a waste of space than a liberal white woman these days.
Men, it's vast majority not straight white men.
Currently.
Yes, all that matters is today. Why do you care about 1803? Random year. Why does a year
I've been racking my fucking brain about 1803 this whole goddamn time, and it's just a random year that he pulled out of his ass. Damn it! It's just a random fucking date that yes, I got you baited. I got you baited so hard I'm racking my brain. I'm like, what the fuck happened in 1803? That they're talking about 1803. And it's literally a date he pulled out of his ass. Damn it. Thank you, Turbo Slime. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. And why are you gifting me on your birthday? It's your birthday. Why are you giving me subs? Thank you very much. Thank you.
He did not live in matter.
In the entire history
Who cares?
of the Supreme
Who cares?
Court.
These
These are the only people of color.
Is today not the only time? No. I think Clarence Thomas replaced the black man. I think. Isn't that true? I mean, I wasn't alive, or I was barely alive. And also, no, Ginsburg.
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G., right?
Yeah, RBG.
RBG, there you go.
I don't know what you said, but it wasn't that.
Nope. Who did John?
Poor Caleb. He's like, Notorious B.I.G. No, Caleb, I mean, I appreciate you're trying to reference minorities here, but completely wrong fucking person.
Justice Alito replace. Justice Sandra Day O'Connor. Sounds like a man. In front of me. So today's all that matters. Today.
Yeah.
Today, you're a failure. That's all that matters. Today, Supreme Court is actually quite diverse. Why do we care about 1829?
They care about, like, the past when things were not good, when things were unequal, because that's all they've got. Because if they look at today, their argument falls apart instantaneously. That's why they always go back. That's why the black supremacists always reference slavery. Because if they look at today, which has been better for equality than any time in the country's history, they have nothing to complain about. Again, it's the perpetual victimhood. These people are professional victims, and they want to basically, they use their perpetual victimhood to affect supremacy, to affect dominance. And that's the only thing that they have to reach for in order to affect that supremacy and dominance is shit that happened 150 years ago. No, they don't want to feel bad about themselves. They want their targets to feel bad about them to grant them dominance over them. Don't mistake about it. They don't feel bad about themselves in any way, shape, or form. They love themselves way too fucking much. They want you to feel bad about them by pulling out canon from 150 years ago to make you feel bad about them so they can tell you what to do and exhibit dominance over you. That's how they work.
Another random year. Who cares? We weren't alive. It doesn't matter. History is always bad no matter what. Guess what? The African countries, bad history as well.
Yeah.
So our history is not the only bad history.
I-
You only focus on ours. So let's...
Because I live here.
Yes, you live here in the present, in today.
Yes,
So focus on today that it has gotten better. And we can appreciate that and celebrate that and move on with your life and do something productive instead of bitching and moaning.
To put more fine a point about it, climb down off the cross, use the wood to build a bridge, and get the fuck over it.
My GamerSupps flavor is finally here. It's called Liquid.
Wait, Spectral, is it your birthday too? Hold up, is it your birthday too? Okay. Cool. Everyone, please wish Spectral Wraith a very happy birthday. Haha! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Spectro. Happy birthday to you. Mwah. Happy birthday, Spectro. I hope you had a wonderful birthday today. So many birthdays. This one I gotta let play through because it's Gamer Supps.
Assets, and it tastes like raspberry apple and success. Use discount code Caleb to get 10% off your entire order, plus free gifts you actually want. Drinkware, stickers, full-on apparel, even some seriously limited edition swag. And 1 out of every 10 tubs has my face printed right on it. And the whole offer stacks up
Love
6
the
times.
anime girl
The more you buy,
thighs.
the more you unlock, and the better your chance to see my sexy face on your tub. Get 100 servings of delicious, zero sugar, less than 1 calorie liquid assets for less than 40 cents a serving, plus all the freebies until they're gone. Gamer Supps is fully stocked and shipping worldwide right now. All you need to do is head to gamersupps.gg/Caleb or click the link in the description below. This stuff is a game changer.
And by the way, if Gamer Supps, I'm just saying, if I got a partnership with you, I could have my own code. I could be popping up on the screen right now to say 10% off Gamer Supps with code BALLGAG. I don't know. I'm just saying, Gamer Supps, I drink Gamer Supps every stream. I love the anime girl thighs. I just need a code. My emails are open, Gamer Supps. Call me.
Ladies and gentlemen, personally, we have actually proven save eventual regard part of the pinned comment or description below and save a shit ton of money. Thurgood Marshall was the first African American to serve on the United States Supreme Court. Lyndon B. Johnson. Okay, so we understand that, right?
Yep.
No.
No?
What?
Then can you give me another example of today where we are misogynistic and racist? I will give you a final chance.
She has
I heard
no
you
idea.
got angry when you heard I went on Rogan, by the way. Why? I can't talk to a dude? The dude is actually socially quite progressive.
Wait.
Just
Yes.
economically on the right.
Yeah. Rogan is actually left wing. That's the funny part. People get so pissed about Caleb going on Rogan. Rogan is actually a leftist. Rogan is a leftist, kind of like Bill Maher is a leftist, but because leftism has gone so far to the extreme left that it's now communism, that people like Rogan and Bill Maher are considered right-wing. That's how fucked we are right now with this.
You went on there and you talked about
a little anti-vax.
they only want me on right-wing shows, but you platform a bunch of people who come on here and aren't interesting enough to be anything other than racist to make good TV.
What? We've had more people like you than them.
Yeah.
Over the course of 4 years, yes.
Yeah.
A couple people that have been...
Ironically, okay, that brings up a whole other point. The fact that Caleb has had more, SJRs on his show than, quote-unquote, MAGA or right-wingers, the fact that more SJRs have been on the show, what does that say? What does that say about the fact that he's had more liberal SJRs and in specific liberal white women on his show versus right-wingers or MAGA people? Kind of makes it seem like the SJRs and the liberal white women don't know how to fucking live or be financially responsible. And they all come on the show massively in debt, thinking that they just want someone to take care of them and get them out of debt. Kind of sounds like they shouldn't be in charge of anything, especially money.
Racist has been literally the last 2 months. Ever. In the last 4 years, it's been freaks like you. We've been trying to get more right-wing people to balance it out. But most right-wing people that come on the show, on their no-no list, just like you gave me a couple no-nos, you remember them?
Mm-hmm.
Have I followed them so far?
Yeah.
Good. They said they don't want to talk about politics, so I respect it, just like I'm respecting yours. So sit down and shut the fuck up.
Why are you upset about me going on Rogan and talking to an individual?
You went on there and complained that all you get is right-wing shows, but that's the majority of what you're platforming right now. So of course that's how your algorithm's gonna push you out.
That's literally
No, because the algorithm is skewed by the platform that he's on. Let's be real. The platform that he's on is extremely left-wing. By default, the platform is extremely left-leaning, and so they're going to run the algorithm to promote left-wing content. The algorithm has a little bit of leeway depending upon your browsing history, but in and of itself, the algorithm pushes more left-leaning content if you do not basically override it with your viewing habits. If your viewing habits are centrist or right, then the algorithm will basically follow your viewing habits and show you more, central or right-leaning subject matters. But if you deviate, if you go on the platform and you deviate even slightly and happen to look at one or two significant left-leaning topics or videos, the next time you go to your homepage, it's going to be fucking filled with left-leaning stuff, and you'll have to scroll down in your homepage to find anything that is central or right. If you routinely watch a lot of quote unquote right-leaning content, then it will predominantly populate your homepage. You watch one or two left-leaning stuff, and instantly your homepage is filled with it because the platform is left-leaning. So yeah. The algorithm by default is left.
The right-wing people are not all on platform.
No, but you said that nobody wants you on left-wing shows.
Unfortunately, yes, but we have gotten accepted a little more. Cuomo got a...
Well, they don't want him on left-wing shows because every time he goes onto a left-wing show and they try to present their bullshit arguments, he blows it out of the water with hardly any effort. And so if he's going to dismantle their arguments without even trying, they're not going to want him on the show. Because left-leaning shows only want guests on for one or two reasons. One, to what's the word I'm looking for? Affirm their already preconceived notions and false ideals. Or two, bring someone on that is so weak in their arguments that they can very easily just steamroll Ben and go, ha, we're right. Look, we're right. This person is right-leaning, and look at how easily we just destroyed his argument. That's why they don't Caleb on there, because Caleb, if they bring Caleb on, he's smart. He's an intelligent person. He's very knowledgeable about what's happening in the world, particularly in the world of finance. And so if they try and pull their left-leaning bullshit like she's trying to do, he will instantly eviscerate them. Why would they ever want him to come on their show so he can completely dismantle their argument without even trying?
CNN got it, so I appreciate it. Destiny was going to come here. I think his flight got canceled. Maybe we'll reschedule. Who knows? So it got a little better. Okay? Since then. But yes, at that point, only the right wing, even though I'm not even hyper right wing, economically, yes, I lean to the right economically, for sure. But because of like you. But the thing is, I mean, socially, I'm actually decently on the left. I'm not crazy, cut the dicks off children and shit like that. But, you people are just extremists.
I don't think I'm extreme. I think...
Well,
okay,
yes,
you're
you are.
angry at me for going on Rogan. You're calling us... If you're calling the entirety of
yes,
the United States today racist and misogynistic, that's pretty extreme.
Not the entirety.
How is the United States today? I'm going to give you another chance. Let's do it again.
Of it is.
You're pushing the goalpost now. That is not what you said. That is not what you said. You said America. You said the United States is.
In a generalized...
And then you said because of the elected officials and the Supreme Court. Now you're really trying to say, well, no, it's certain groups of people. Come on. I'll give you another chance. One more time. Last chance officially. How is America today? In your own words. Sexist, racist, and maybe it is, by the way. She just can't bring up any real points, and this isn't my topic that I care to learn that much about. I'm more interested in economics, so I can't speak on it, but please, give me something. I want to learn. I mean, I'm learning right now from my producers.
She's
who
blue
hate
screening.
that I bash California.
She's blue screening. She's file not founding.
I don't even bash California. California
On
is
Rogan, you did.
California is my dream state to live in.
You should move to California.
That would be horrible for me.
It would not.
Yes,
I
it would.
would lose 13% of my money. It would be
Okay,
really bad
but
for me.
as
And
a
the
whole-
employment laws are
as a
an absolute
whole,
joke.
It would
So,
be better.
No, my literal lifestyle of weather might be good, but besides that, no. Everything else would be worse. That's the thing. I love California, so I wanted to do well. They shouldn't be building this new startup shipyard that was supposed to be in LA on the Bay of Houston and that swampy pit of a disaster. The fact that so many corporate relocations are coming to Dallas should speak something. All the success they have right now is because of something they did back in the
I legit think that his editors think like nobody gives a shit about California. That people are going to be bored with him talking about California because California is a cesspool of a state in the country of the United States. And so he's putting on a TF2 rocket jump compilation to entertain people instead.
today. They're not doing new success. The tech companies that are there, they've mostly been there. Yeah, there's still a startup ecosystem, most venture capital in the Bay Area. But LA, incredible. I would love to LA. This show would thrive in LA. Thrive. But I can't live there with their homeless situation. I can't live there with their crime situation, their catch and release. Even the show on a more left-wing platform with left-wing people in it called My Worst Neighbor and My Worst Ex, both of those shows on Netflix, half the examples on there were people who got arrested in California in immediate release and then killed someone. So no, I can't take my girl there. I can't potentially have kids with her there.
Yes!
I can't. Their school system's in the shitter, even though they're paying a shit ton of money per pupil.
Okay, but whom are they paying it to? They're paying a shit ton of money to per pupil. Where's that money going? Okay, because we know it ain't going towards the schooling. It's kind of like it's kind of like the money that's supposedly going to the homeless. And it ain't going to the homeless. There's billions of dollars that are they're supposedly going to the homeless every year. Billions of dollars that are going to schools every year. You see no results for it. There's been no improvements in the homeless or schooling. So where's all that money going? Where do you think? Whose pockets do you think it's going into?
I can't. I shit on California because I wanted to do incredible so I can move there. I want it to be.
Okay, for the latecomers, this up here, what you're seeing up here, the editor for some reason is putting in video footage from Team Fortress 2 of someone just like rocket jumping in Team Fortress 2. I'm guessing he knew people would be so bored with what Caleb is saying, he decided to put this in.
Great for business, hiring, walkable, beautiful, actually building housing for their people instead of being performative with their rent control. So that's why I care about what should be the best state in this country. I want to be there.
Yeah.
I can't when it's a
And maybe
mess.
it's Quake. I don't know.
That's not unreasonable.
I don't know. I think as a California girl, it is objectively the best.
You live in Central Valley.
Yeah, but I'm
No one wants to live there.
no, nobody wants to live there.
So
but
shut
I'm
the
2
f-
hours
up.
from everything, if even.
Well, we
2
pretty
hours
much.
from the beach, 2 hours from the snow, 2
Well,
hours
so
from.
we're what, 3 hours with the flight? So good enough. I'd rather live in a place where I'm not just gonna die from someone that got released that committed a murder yesterday.
Yeah.
In a place where I can employ people and fire them if they suck.
You can
Without
do
getting
that in
sued.
California.
Yeah, and you'll get sued.
Not if you have cause.
Oh, trust me. I think my lawyers know a little bit more about this when we considered where
Yep.
we were gonna move. Than a
Uh-huh.
basically unemployed 34-year-old who lives with her mom.
Gotcha.
I'm being mean to you. How are you? You having a okay day so far? How's your trip to Austin?
It's been awful.
Well, that's not good. Why?
My flight got delayed yesterday. Why am I won't stop watering.
I know. It's because you're.
That's because
It's
Caleb,
This one.
your eyes won't stop watering because Caleb just destroyed your entire fucking universe. That's why she can't handle the fact that Caleb just destroyed her entire worldview in 30 minutes. Completely eviscerated it, like burned to ashes. And she's upset because now she realizes that everything is a lie. Her SSRI's kicked in. That could be too. That also could be possible.
My flight got delayed yesterday twice.
Ah, the damn Republicans. The MAGA Airlines.
And then
Who's the new Pete Buttigieg? Who replaced
Sean Duffy,
Sean Duffy?
Yeah.
How dare you?
the challenge star. Real world.
I'm not
Tra-
as into politics as everyone
Trash
thinks
TV.
I am. I just get like you. Okay, very good. So, how are your finances today, though? Like, obviously, it's a mess. What's your plan? What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? And no, complaining about MAGA is not gonna fix your life, by the way. So maybe less focus on terminal online extremism, more focus on improving your own life, because that's the only thing that matters. in the end.
Yes.
So, what options are there going forward for you? Stop it.
Sorry.
Wait.
It's okay.
Wait. What is the audio guy actually loves it when there's a ton of extra bullshit noise on the background? This is a real photo of him having fun and smiling.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can wear it, just don't
I'm
twist it.
gonna keep doing it.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I have another person. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm getting notes. You shouldn't have said all these things in the interview. I personally believe billionaires, corporations, and the wealthy are not paying their fair share of taxes. While the
Damn
working
it,
class
there we
people
go.
struggle.
Do we have that on bingo? Do we have that on the bingo card? Blaming the millionaires and billionaires for not paying their fair share. Is that on the bingo card? If it's not, I think we have to add it in. I think we're going to have to add that in if we don't. Okay. Mods, make a note. We're adding that to the bingo card. We are. Okay. Make a note. We need to add that to the bingo card for the next time. Oh, fuck. Here we go again.
Working class people like make the most money out of any major country and have the most disposable income, which is like income after the necessary stuff.
But why are we giving tax returns to corporations?
Tax returns?
Yes.
No, we're giving tax returns.
Yes. Tax returns.
Tax returns?
Yes.
We give tax returns to people with kids. Tax returns? What are you talking about, tax returns? You're talking about where they spend more money than they make?
She means refunds. She's so stupid she can't even say tax refunds or tax breaks. One of the two. She's either meaning tax refunds or tax breaks.
On paper, so they have to pay less taxes because they're employing people investing in R&D and new technology. Many of those companies are in your home state, girly. They're why your state even exists anymore. Silicon Valley, be thankful for the Bay Area because LA doesn't exist. So if it wasn't for those, I don't think they'd be there. And people, they can back up and move just like anyone else. Anywhere else, they'll go to Ireland for the corporate HQ. We don't want that.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like,
You want to pull a UK where they all go to Dubai? No, thank you. I like when they're here.
Hill and New York, where they fuck off to Florida.
There are consequences to performative policies. And also, what do you mean tax returns to
there
corporations?
are like Fortune 100 companies that that have gotten tax money back from.
What context? What context? Is it when they got they went
He
to a
doesn't
new
know.
area and they reached a deal with a city?
No, like a Chase of. This is probably from a couple years ago, but Chase Bank got a tax return. I know.
What was the context on what?
Again, someone on TikTok told her the top one or the Fortune 100 companies are getting tax returns. They probably actually used it. This is why she's getting it wrong, because the person she watched on TikTok said tax return. And so she's just vomiting that back up. No, it's not the bailout. This is I don't think she's referencing the bailout. I think she's just referencing a normal like tax break or a tax credit or a tax refund. But because the person that she watched on TikTok said Fortune 100 and tax return, that's all she can vomit up. She can't give specifics. She's not even getting the terminology correctly because that's what the TikTok programming told her to say.
Chase is not a tax net contributor? I haven't heard of this specific Chase thing. I'm going to check it, but.
Chase Bank was one of them. I know like Amazon paid $0
Well, that was
in
different.
corporate taxes.
Hold on, but that was because they spent more than they made for the longest time. They weren't a profitable company until recent years. You know that, right? Are you saying companies should have to pay taxes on money when they're not profitable? So me as a business, let's say we make $1 million this year. If I spend $1,100,000, I should pay taxes on my lost money?
No, if you're
Hold on, that was Amazon. Yes, that was Amazon. Also, one
Mhm.
of the biggest employers, and not with bad wages either, the entire country.
Yeah.
You want to punish them.
Not punish
Yeah.
them, but I don't think they should be getting.
Well, they're paying great taxes now. What, you
Mhm.
want to be AOC and prevent brand new campus coming to New York with thousands of new jobs?
See,
Consequences of performative policies?
Mike, this is where her mindset is like all of these is the same as all she's probably got this one. She's thinking the same as everybody that says, "Oh, Elon Musk is a trillionaire, so he should give all this money away and leave himself with a couple $1 billion." Like he could give everybody in the world like $1 million and still have several billion to live for himself because he's a trillionaire. When they're saying that when he doesn't actually have $1 trillion in his bank account, his value as a business owner is $1 trillion because the business is valued at $1 trillion. But they basically keep pushing this narrative of Elon Musk is a trillionaire. Now he's not. The media said he's the first trillionaire, which no, he's not. His net worth of all of his businesses combined, especially since I think it was SpaceX. Was it SpaceX that went public? And then just like the stock price of it just skyrocketed. So his combined net worth is like $1 trillion. He doesn't actually have $1 trillion in the bank account. She's thinking the same thing with like all of these $1 billion businesses are not, or these Fortune 100 companies that she's talking about are not paying their fair share because all they see is, oh, they made X amount of millions or X amount of billions of dollars that they made. But they're not looking at what was their losses. What did they pay out in order to achieve those $1 billion that the company made? So the company may have made $5 billion, but the company paid out $7 billion, which is what Caleb is talking about. They lost more than they made. But people like her only see the intake. They don't see the outflow. That's why these people are morons, because they only look at one side of things. They don't look at the full picture. They see what they want to see so they can make their bullshit talking points and go, see that this company made $1 billion. They should pay half of that in taxes to give us everything that they want. They'll be fine with a few $1 billion, right? Then the rest of it should go, they should pay the rest in taxes so we can get free shit. Don't forget, that's the ever-loving point. Every single person in the country, without fail, is saying that corporations don't pay their fair share. Their entire talking point about corporations don't pay their fair share is for one express reason. They want the corporations to have to pay billions of dollars, even trillions of dollars in taxes, specifically so the government can give them free shit. They want the billionaires to pay taxes so then the government can pay for the communists' rent, food, vehicles, gas, everything. That's the entire purpose behind the talking point as a whole. That's it right there. They don't look at the full side of the coin. They don't even care about the full side of the coin. All they care about is give money to the government. I'm a communist. I want the government to pay for everything for me so I never have to work. It is all for intrinsically selfish needs. That's it. Full stop.
No, I think that, okay, specifically, there are like 8 Amazon warehouses
Yeah.
within driving distance of me,
Uh-huh.
and they don't do it.
Wealth is calculated by one's assets, so Elon actually is a trillionaire. I know! His assets include his company, like his various companies. I'm very much aware that Did you come in late? Did you come into the stream late? I literally said him being a trillionaire does not mean he has a... No, I said he doesn't have... He's not a trillionaire in that he doesn't have $1 trillion in the bank. Like, his bank account doesn't have $1 trillion. He is a trillionaire because of the totality of all of the businesses that he owns and their values is what makes him a trillionaire. His businesses that he owns would be the assets that you are referring to. Maybe the terminology is screwing us. You're looking at terminology of assets. I'm just saying that the culmination of all of his businesses that he has ownership of makes his value $1 trillion. I think we're getting stuck on terminology. I think we basically said the same thing in different ways.
Anything to better the community.
Well, I would say the people that work there.
They build their warehouse off of a 2-lane road, and
a lot of people work there, right?
Yes, that's
benefiting your community.
Yeah,
those
but
people put
you have
money
to
into your society.
upgrade the infrastructure that you're building in.
You mean the roads?
The roads, yeah.
That would be good. Now that's the city's responsibility. Advocate for the city, not the corporation. Roads are a public good.
Yes.
Why are you complaining about Amazon? They're literally employing thousands of people in your city who are going and spending money at restaurants and other.
When's the AI coming in?
Broken.
When is she gonna get pissed about AI?
Very specifically, there's an Amazon warehouse, and I just saw a Walmart one right next to it the other day.
Crazy.
So
built off of a 2-lane road, but that traffic now.
That's the city's responsibility. Dude, you're actually no. This is
She's
actually
broken.
Okay, actually,
It should be
pause for a
Amazon's
second.
responsibility.
Oh, what is this
because
creature?
that
To pay for a
2-lane
public good?
That 2-lane road wouldn't be a problem if Amazon wasn't there.
This is actually impressive. I've never witnessed someone so far left that they're actually advocating for degrowth policies. I've never seen someone sit and in real life advocate for a degrowth policy. That's one of the most impressive things I've ever heard in my life.
She's
To
gone.
not build-
No, you're saying she's gone full AOC. She's just fucking gone. She's out. She's caught one of Elon's SpaceX rockets into space, and she is somewhere off fucking planet at this point. She's not residing in reality anymore. She's not. And thank you, Phantom. Thank you, Tier 1.
Warehouses because the city can't keep.
I'm not saying
This
not
is
build them.
crazy.
I'm saying
Still
you need
working.
to put the infrastructure around them so it doesn't negatively affect
Why is it the warehouses?
whatever.
Responsibility.
Because
It's the
there's
city or the state.
they're building in rural areas that this 2-lane road isn't an issue
So New York City,
without the
New York
warehouse.
City, we want them to add more housing so people can afford more, right?
Yes.
Should it be the people who build the housing's fault to add an extra lane to the highway because more people are moving in?
They should have some sort of responsibility in
They
it.
pay taxes, property taxes, which those warehouses certainly do, and income taxes and whatnot. Paid to the state, redistributed to the city in the state of California. Thanks to
She's
the new
been
jobs.
on the verge of crying this entire
It's
time
your city's
because
fault for not
Caleb is
allocating the
basically just
resources
destroying
properly.
every
Advocate for
argument
that.
she's made
Girl, there's
as
lots
she
of things I
makes
can
them.
complain about Amazon for. Some of the working conditions with heat, that shit was bad. You and me can be on the same page for that. But you went and advocated for a degrowth policy. That's one of the most insane things I've ever heard in my life. And putting the responsibility.
I'm not saying they
No,
should be fully responsible, but they should.
They're paying taxes. They're paying taxes for that infrastructure. If the city decides to not upgrade it, that's on the city. Vote for someone different.
Yes.
Okay, she's most likely referring to JP Morgan Chase, the parent company of Chase Bank, receiving a net $1.1 billion U.S. federal income tax refund on cash basis for 2025. Let's get the context, though. Why did they do it? Because they overpaid estimated taxes in the prior year.
Boom.
You're so.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, she. Again. She and the only reason why she said is someone on TikTok told her about it. She saw a TikTok video that said JP Morgan Chase is a multi-billion-dollar company and they got a tax refund. Now, isn't that not fair? Shouldn't that money go to us, the people? And instead it's going to the big banks whom we all hate.
Thank you for making my show possible. For literally not knowing anything. Because that was such an easy lookup. Same thing would happen here.
She's about to cry again.
Estimated taxes, and if I pay too much, then
She's about to crash out.
Estimated taxes, and if I pay too much, then I would get money back.
Yeah.
Me. What's your Hammer financial score? Because I know you're.
She is about to crash out so fucking hard. Literally every argument, every dumb-ass, retarded SJR leftist argument she has tried to pull today has been absolutely dumpstered on in 5 seconds by Kayla. Like, she thought she came prepared by scrolling through TikTok and getting all of her TikTok points. And it's just like, I'm ready. And then in 5 seconds, Caleb was like, nah, bitch, you're an idiot. You shouldn't vote. You should not be allowed to vote. The fact that she is bitching about the roads in front of Amazon and saying that Amazon should be paying for those roads to be extended, she should not have the right to vote. Repeal the 19th. Why do women vote? Women should not be allowed to vote. Repeal the 19th. They have proven that they are incapable of making logical, informed decisions. They have proved that they only work off of their fifis. They cannot be trusted. You cannot trust women, chat. You can't trust the bitches. Don't trust the bitches. The bitches will fuck you over.
Scores like 1,000.
Probably
0 out of 10. 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
I'll give her a
Probably
3 because of the savings.
You are my favorite. I really appreciate you. Please, more uninformed people, calebhammer.com/apply. It is my favorite thing. And I'm honestly pretty. So if I'm able to look better than someone, like, oh my goodness, it's incredible. I love it. Get your Hammer financial score, Caleb Hammer.
I'm gonna actually disagree with Caleb on the financial score. I think she might actually have a 2.5 or a 3. She said a 1. I think if she actually has that like $24,000 in savings that she talked about at the beginning from the sale of her house, like what she got back from the house when she sold it, she said she put in a savings account. If that savings account is still there, then I think that her financial audit score might be a 2.5 or 3.
It's free. Just takes a few minutes. See where you stand in the world of money, where you're doing poorly, where you're doing great, where you, it breaks it down into individual categories now so you can see where you need to actually improve, where you're doing great, where you need to do better. And if you don't want to be like a guest who ends up on this app, stop scrolling Reddit and TikTok, clearly. But more than that, download the Dollarwise budgeting app. Tens of thousands of monthly active users for a reason. It changes people's lives.
It's a big if, but we'll see.
We'll see. It saves nearly 50% on the money. And you get the physical version of my meal plan signed by me, mailed directly to you, and the digital version of my cookbook. You live with the parents. I don't know if you need that, but, you know, if you ever move out. What is your plan? I did try to ask you that.
need to get out of there.
Yes. What's your plan? That was a great statement.
That's also something that I need your help with.
They also had settlements and adjustments from the IRS due to prior year audits, I will say that. And of course, they had some tax credits as any business or individual take advantage of, just like people with kids have tax credits. So that inherently is not a bad thing. So, okay. So what job can you get? Because you're blacklisted, not unfairly so. The job that you want to do, even though you know you'll get traumatized from.
Yeah.
But you would get traumatized from literally the beep of the fries saying they're done cooking at McDonald's. That'll lead to 10 more years of therapy with you. Go on, sorry. I'm being a dick, please. I'm being a dick. You probably just need to live in a place with more opportunity. But it's
deserved.
Yes. That I do want to move out of the valley.
Yeah.
And
if you want to, honestly, I really hate to say this, but I mean, they finally moved up from 50 to 49th, but California has the 49th worst unemployment rate in the country for a reason. And people are relocating to like Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, Nashville.
Much to the chagrin of people in these areas. Like a lot of Californians are relocating out of the state because the unemployment is so bad. And none of these other states are happy about it. They do not want these Californians to come into their states because we're seeing it in Texas. These relocations are actually causing Texas to start to go downhill because they're bringing their voting habits and they're bringing their ideologies and they're trying to inflict their ideologies upon the states that they're migrating to, effectively speaking. And nobody in these states is liking it. Like Texas is no longer like the rough and tumble cowboy state. It's not becoming Yeah, like the major cities have always been blue, but it's starting like we're seeing negative changes because so many Californians have been migrating from California into Texas, bringing with them their voting habits, their ideologies, and inflicting and forcing those ideologies onto the state of Texas.
North Carolina, I know what you're saying. I know. Well, they're not horrible, but for reasons, because there's jobs and opportunity. Because it's risky to hire in California. It's expensive to hire in California, and people are leaving. So I'm not saying you have to do that, but that is something I would consider because you're going to probably move to another city in California, and they're not the best job market, especially with your lack of skills and resume. And
My
talent.
question for you is, are you guys pretending that the weather isn't awful here?
No, it's really bad in the summer. 3 months of the year, it's dog shit. Gorgeous winters and falls and springs.
I don't like any of those.
Gorgeous winter, fall, spring?
It feels like it's raining, but it's not.
That's humidity. Yeah, I guess it was a very humid morning. I apologize for your new trauma and
Oh fuck!
another 10 years of therapy.
Oh my
I
God.
definitely was not prepared for the humidity.
Okay, we're not having a humidity
actually-
conversation. I don't give a
Come to Canada. Summertimes, we can get as hot as some of these southern states, and we've got a fuck ton of humidity. Shut your mouth. Fucking, oh, the humidity. Shut up, you pussy.
where and what job, because what the you will not survive off of this.
I know.
Eh,
Please, lady.
We get
What
up
are
to
the
90,
options?
thank you.
San Diego, Los Angeles, metros.
I
San
have
Francisco.
been mainly looking in the Bay Area.
Okay. Do you work in tech?
No.
What the are you going to do? You're going to be a barista.
No,
You're going to work in the services.
I've been applying for dispatch
Administrator,
jobs.
maybe?
I-
Dispatch. No one's
No.
gonna, they're gonna look your name up, dude. No one's gonna
Yeah.
hire you. And that's not unfair. You f***ed it. I'm sorry, you f***ed it. Rip? Okay. Not even
The East Coast is humid too, because guess what? It's on the ocean. East Coast of Canada can be humid as fuck.
rip to your friend. He survived. So it doesn't even matter. Rip to your career in that. New career time. I got you a course career certification in whatever you want. There is tech certifications. Take that, go to the Bay Area. They like certifications there. Maybe you'll do something, okay?
Okay.
Accounting. Do accounting for them. I don't know. It's still a brutal job market out there. Even with all the VC money, it's a brutal job market. Also, it's 48% humidity outside.
Oh, it's
This
gone
morning
down.
was just it was a bad time.
It was rough.
Apologize for the PTSD.
Hey, pit tattoos, thousands probably.
rough.
You're probably right.
Continue.
I don't know how to budget.
No
And
shit.
I need help with that.
That doesn't matter if
But
you literally
no,
don't ever get a job.
I have a job.
No, you're not gonna survive in California 23 an hour.
25.
25 an hour, you're not gonna survive. What are your goals? Because you went from home ownership due to your evil MAGA parents. Okay, very good. I apologize for that trauma. Another 10 years of therapy for that one. I'll just keep stacking them. You're a homeowner. Oh. Yeah. I'm shaking in my boots. My Texas humid boots.
I don't
Get
know.
her.
Great.
Yeah, I know.
So why am
So
I
she
seeing
comes on a
Alone to
financial
Mom,
auto show with no plan.
$1,400?
Oh my God.
When I was unemployed, she paid my car payment.
How long were you unemployed?
9
California
months,
has
8
an
months.
incredible welfare state for losers.
8
like
months.
you. So,
My unemployment was less than
which
my mortgage.
I'm f***ing with her. If you go on unemployment for losing a job, you're not a loser. That's there for you. If you stay on it forever and you never look for a job and you're like the people who reacted to on the Caleb Hammer show over on our second channel, then you're a loser.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was unemployed for almost 9 months.
Why didn't you actually seriously go work at McDonald's?
There you go.
I don't know. I applied it like Target, Home Depot, Starbucks.
Yeah, but you know what you did with your resume on all those, I guarantee you.
You
You made it look like you wanted to take them temporarily just so you could pay the
I-
bills and go and get a better job.
just found out because
Oh,
the
no.
company that I work for now
Oh, here we go. Get ready for a sob story. Get ready. The only reason why she would pull up the I just found out, she's about to sob story it.
was
Why are tears happening?
they're not.
Okay, it just sounds like it.
No, my one eye just keeps watering.
No, I heard it in your voice. Continue.
Oh.
Starbucks is bull. That's in the gamer subs at
More
home
gamer
for just
subs.
40
Two
cents
gamer
a
subs
serving.
ads?
Honestly, it literally tastes better.
Two?
And we proved this accidentally via
Okay.
a blind taste test in our Hammer Elite
I'll let
show,
the gamer subs
Fat
play.
and Fatter.
The number one ranked energy drink is Gamer Subs.
Literally,
They got-
the cherry flavor.
Hold on. I need to take a sip of my Gamersops brand Anime Girl Thighs. Good. So yummy. I love Anime Girl Thighs.
Is insane.
Listen, you can also get free samples to see if you like it, or 10% off your order at gamersubs.gg, or click that link in the description below. Type in code Caleb. I just launched the brand new wand. With free, the best
Out, it's amazing. And
you'll ever join, and that's a promise.
I just found out that the company I work for was bought out, and the HR lady told me last week that my resume is awful.
Yes. Nobody is surprised. Again, as always, nobody is surprised. How are you? Why did you not put? You live in California. That's where a lot of the AI is being developed. Why did you not put it into AI and ask it? It would have told you that you are. And not only did your mom lend you money, she probably lent you an extra chromosome as well. Like you are everything. You are broken. Don't know what else to tell you. Do you owe her a monthly payment?
Yes.
Okay. I know we're gonna call your mom in the post show.
Oh
Tell her to
boy.
stop supporting her ass. She is an evil MAGA mother, so probably kick you out for looking like a gay, right?
No, my sister's gay.
Wow, what an evil radical Republican your mother
Yeah.
is for supporting your gay sister.
Uh-huh. No response, huh?
I hate Republicans as much as I hate Democrats.
We could do SJR tiers as Gamer Subs flavor. Unfortunately, there is already an Incel tiers Gamer Subs flavor. So unfortunately, I don't think, number one, I don't think Gamer Subs would be cotton to doing a flavor with the title of SJR, considering what it means. And I don't think they want another tiers flavor.
You're making me like them more. You shouldn't. They're annoying. So what's the payment plan for this? Your actual plan, not the plan, because I know there's no literal
There's
minimum, but what's your plan?
We
You're
both-
licensed to be a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Go dress some hair.
What?
Preacher, come on.
What? Wait. She's certified to be a hairdresser. You can make damn good money as a hairdresser, especially in fucking California. Why are you not doing this?
occasionally, I don't have very many clients anymore.
Well, no shit. Go work at a salon, you freak.
You have to have clients in a salon.
Yeah, but you can get some random drop-ins and build that list again.
But you have to pay booth rent, and then you're not making money.
Okay, we'll go to the most popular one you can find that has a booth available and try it, right? Fine, let's make $25 forever. Right? You don't know what to do, at least.
Well, not only that, she's living at home. Her expenses have got to be, unless her parents are charging her rent. If her parents are charging her rent, that's a whole different thing. But if her parents are not charging her rent, she can cultivate that money and use that towards that booth rental at the salon and build up a career as a hairdresser, for God's sake.
That's an option. You get a hairdresser instead of being unemployed for 9 months.
I was trying to get my clients to come back. They
They were
have
sick and
not.
tired of you crying every time
No.
you cut their hair?
They were not so happy with my work schedule. I was dispatching.
When you were unemployed
Yeah, but they stopped coming while I was dispatching.
and you were trying to get them back, though.
Yes.
Why wouldn't they at that point?
Because
They found someone else, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did mom give this to you? Yeah, go work at a blowout bar. I'm being told you don't need to have clientele. They're everywhere. People just book and generally don't care who they see.
There's not any around me.
Okay, then like
that
I
I'm
said,
aware of.
you have to go. That you're
I don't think there's.
Oh
I
my
don't think
God.
there's any.
Oh, Taylor's tisming.
glad you followed it up with that. Let's go to the map.
Lindsay,
I've
there's
never
no
seen
fucking
one.
way.
Oh, you've never seen.
In
She's
my
never
Oh,
seen.
no.
in my area.
Oh, no.
It doesn't exist.
I didn't say they didn't exist. I said I
Taylor's
wasn't
about to
aware of
tism
any
the
in my
fuck out.
area.
I've never seen Las Vegas in person. Must not exist.
Never been to Vegas.
No.
Oh.
I should. Okay.
Interesting.
What's your address?
Yo.
We're bleeping it.
My house address.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Her town's small, but you're literally what? 15, 30 minutes from major cities? Yeah, no blowouts there. Girl.
I don't think
boy.
there's a blowout bar there.
In the major cities?
No, I don't think so.
Girl. Okay, I'm
Oh,
seeing
he's about to
so
find a
many
whole
places.
shitload
I don't
of 'em.
know all that are blowouts. It's hard to see on the map, but I have at least to check out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 places, 16 in the city just south of you. That's not even going to the city west of you or the city east of you. Do some research. Come on, what are we doing?
Yes.
Okay, 25 minutes away, we confirmed from your address.
Look at that. 5 seconds. Literally in 5 seconds, he found 20 different areas where she could apply her hairdressing application to in 5 seconds, but she hasn't. Why do you think that is? Why do you think she hasn't done that? Took 5 seconds because she wants someone to take care of her. She doesn't want to work. She's lazy. That's what I was talking about earlier, where she's talking about, I want the billion-dollar companies to quote unquote pay more in taxes so the government can basically give her free money and pay for everything for her. She doesn't actually want to work. She just wants to be taken care of by the government.
I didn't know there was one there.
No shit, you didn't look because you have no ambition. Disney rewards. Quite a princess you are.
By the way, we never found out what her plan was to pay Mom back. We never got an answer for that.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say that.
$3,328.62. The $69 minimum to payment.
That's perfect. That's fucking perfect. A Disney World Rewards card, but the minimum is $69. Yes! 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 I love it.
12 years to pay off. Still be
I
unemployed.
need the sunglasses for that one.
Okay, we have fees, we have interest, and we have balance transfers and purchases. You're collecting them all.
Oh my God.
Why?
Fees on it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you betcha. Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, for God's sake.
As always, the transfer
sit
for
on-
someone like you makes no sense. In the Caleb Hammer Financial Tools Network, we have personal loans.
Did he say it was late fees? Hang on. Fees charged. The fees charged could be, that may be a balance transfer fee. I don't know if it's a late fee.
Why?
Fees on it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you betcha. Why?
I don't know.
Okay. As always, the transfer
sit
for
on-
someone like you makes no sense. In the Caleb Hammer Financial Tools Network, we have personal loans. We have debt forgiveness programs. We have car insurance, and we're adding more. Those are great tools for people like me, for people out there who can manage their shit and have proven they can manage their shit and use it as a tool. For you, a credit card transfer makes no sense. What are you doing?
I was trying to avoid the interest.
There is interest accruing. Okay. She's
Actually, $29.68. That could be a late fee, but it also could be a balance transfer fee, so I'm not
trying to
sure.
avoid the interest. She's financially smart, which is why she went to Boardwalk Pizza, Churro Bayou, Timland Popcorn, Lockers Disney,
$15
Lightning
for
Lane, Pizza
popcorn?
Planet, Lightning Lane, World of Disney,
Oh
World
my
of
God.
Disney, Beverage Kiosk, Lightning Lane, Dutch
Oh
Bros.
my
Door-
God. And chat, every one of these, every single one of these with DLR, that's Disneyland Resort. Every single one of those DLR charges is standing for Disneyland Resort. Yeah.
DoorDash, Dutch Bros, DoorDash,
Oh my
Red
God.
Dutch Bros, Red Robin. Yeah, that's being financially smart. That's doing really good as a 34-year-old
my
who lives with
goodness.
her mom.
It's not.
Yeah.
No, this
She's
is
a Disney adult.
embarrassing.
I know.
Almost as embarrassing as your not well thought out or well researched political views. Yeah. Yeah, why are
No,
you
she's
doing
in
this?
California.
That's not good. You shouldn't be doing that.
No.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why are you
Why?
doing that? What's
Why?
my question?
Answer. She
Interesting.
can answer.
That is curious. Yeah. It's a big
She
one.
gonna cry again?
Here they come.
Yep. No, he's not.
God damn it.
If you want to take a moment, it's okay. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, of course she's
You okay?
crying.
What's going through your head?
I
Of course she's crying.
already feel like a loser.
Cause you are.
I
Cause you are. I'm not going to be. Caleb's gonna be far more kind about this than I am. You are. You are a loser. You're blaming literally every single one of your problems on someone else. You're taking zero accountability. You're making absolutely abysmal choices and saying it's everyone else's fault. Yes, you literally are a loser. Sorry, reality fucking hurts. No, this didn't become a Rumble video. No, saying you are a loser because of your choices, because of your myriad of choices. No, that's not for, that doesn't make it a Rumble video. Every single one of her choices has been completely selfish, has been not thought out in slightest, and every one of her problems she has literally blamed on everyone except herself. She has taken zero responsibility or zero accountability for anything that she has done. Every single problem is something else's. The universe has caused all of her problems. This is reality. If I made as poor decision making as she did, I would be a loser. It would be perfectly justifiable for somebody to call me a loser if I made such terrible decisions like her and then refused to take any actual accountability for any of them. I would be a loser in that situation as well. Abso-fucking-lutely.
already know all of that. But I also don't feel, I don't know that welcome's the right word, but I feel like a guest in my parents' house.
No kidding. You're a 34-year-old woman. No shit, you feel like a guest in your parents' house. You were supposed to have moved out when you hit your early 20s. You've lived on your own in your own house. Of course you feel like a guest there. You're not a child. This is simple logic. It truly is.
But then, like, going grocery shopping and putting stuff in the fridge or the cabinets or
Yeah, you're an adult.
doing
it's not
any of
your
that stuff
home.
that I would do when I owned my home feels like a burden.
Why?
Because it is.
My dad,
Because it is. You are an adult woman. You are halfway to 40, and you're living with your parents. Yes, as harsh as this may sound, you are a burden. You are supposed to be on your own. At minimum, you should have your own apartment. But no, you're living with your parents. You could have taken the $24,000 that you got from the sale of your home, and instead of moving in with your parents, you could have used that for like a year's rent on an apartment. You could have used like half of that, maybe slightly more than half of it, and prepaid for a year for an entire apartment with that money. But you didn't do that. You put it into a savings account, which is fine. It's fine to put that money into a savings account, let it earn interest. I'm guessing Caleb's gonna tell her she should have invested it in some way. And you moved in with your parents. Yes, it's completely expected that you would feel like a burden and that your parents may in fact look upon you as a burden. Because not only are they housing you, her mom fronted her $1,400 to pay for her car when she was not employed. All of this is to be completely expected.
dad makes comments all the time about me being there.
What kind?
He most recently, the one that I can think of, he said something along the lines of, well, we didn't know you were going to be here for 5 years, and it hadn't
In 5 years?
it hadn't even been a year.
Okay.
But like the dramatic, sarcastic comment of,
Okay, so what's the context behind that? Because we all know that she basically hates her MAGA family. We already know she has the the leftist SJR TikTok mind virus. So what's the context that may have led up to that statement? What did she say to her parents to get them to facilitate that retort to her? Because we have no context of the conversation here, and she's already proven that she basically hates anything that is conservative, shall we say. And she considers her family MAGA. So what was the conversation that elicited that response, which I'm guessing we're not going to get?
like, I'm intruding on them.
Because you
Which
are.
I know that I am. But I
Good.
already know
But you want
that.
to? No. She just said, "I know that I am," because she knows that if she says that, it's like she's trying to make Caleb think like, "Oh, I know that I'm a bad person. Aren't you proud of me? I'm admitting that I'm doing something bad." She doesn't think she's a bad person at all. I don't think she thinks she's a bad person at all. The only reason why she's crying is because she has been called out on all of her bullshit. That's the only reason why she's crying right now. Is because Caleb has called her out on literally every scrap of bullshit that has exited her mouth. And she can't handle it. Her entire worldview has basically been shattered into a million pieces.
And I already don't want to be there, and I already...
Here's the thing.
I know.
You are intruding on them if you don't have a real plan. And right now, you can't tell me what you are going to do and where you're going to go. You are leaning towards Bay Area, but we know you're probably not going to get hired in the position you want because of your record.
Yeah.
Oops. Without a real plan and real effort behind it, you are intruding. If you are putting real effort behind it, then you are someone they can help and support by allowing you to stay there.
Yeah.
If you do nothing, you're an intruder.
Yeah.
I feel stuck, and I don't know how to...
You're not.
I don't know how to...
Girl, only you are allowing yourself.
I don't think she believes anything that she's saying. Her going like, "I'm stuck. I feel like I'm an intruder." This feels entirely performative. I think this is completely performative on her part right now. I don't think she believes anything that she's saying. She's saying this because she's on camera. She's saying this because she wants Caleb to be sympathetic. Because you notice his tone is softened. She's recognized that. She's like, okay, if I keep basically pushing this angle, then maybe he won't come at me as hard about my poor financial decisions.
To be stuck.
No.
You just found out your resume was bad at 34. This is on you. I first started thinking about my resume at like 23.
I've updated my resume. I was also applying for federal jobs, so it is a little more geared towards that.
Girl, you can't just be applying to a job. We're going crazy.
I know. But so the company that bought my company out, I had actually applied there, so they essentially bought me with the company, but I was under the impression that my resume was at least okay.
No.
Wow.
The city card, $593.55 with a minimum monthly payment of $35. You're purchasing on a card that you can't pay off. Why? Again, it's all bullshit. Amazon.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
rent a car. Why are you renting a $500 car? How can you afford that? Wait, what are you doing with your no time actually applying for jobs and updating your resume? Such your Disney trip. You know they're a $1 billion company. You know they get lots of tax benefits, right?
Yeah.
You know their tax situation is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
My sister works for Disney.
oh yeah. Big evil capitalist Disney. Is that to Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
Champagne
course.
socialist, as always.
Again, any one of these people that tries to proclaim that they're socialists are liars. They are full up liars. They don't actually believe in socialism. They believe in capitalism, but they think capitalism should give them all their money for free and they should never have to work. So they believe in capitalism so long as that capitalism pays them to just exist. That's it. That's not socialism because they don't, they don't actually believe in socialism. They love capitalism because they don't love capitalism. They believe that capitalism is good so long as capitalism gives them money to live however they want and they never have to work.
You know, you people are the most hypocritical people. I'd say people on the far right are really annoying, but people on the far left are hyper hypocritical. Like it's
God, yes.
crazy. And both scare the out of me. Unfortunately, these days, further left, further right scared me the vast majority of my life. Now the far left, I feel like I could get, at any moment of my life because of you freaks, because I yelled at someone who has extremist positions when I'm actually quite liberal socially, but so whatever. Rant. You know that, right? You guys are really fucking hypocritical.
I don't.
Evil corporations, capitalists, and then you just give them all your money.
I know.
And Amazon, weren't you just hating on that warehouse that delivered that to you?
I was wondering if he was
It's a
going to
shame
mention
they're
that.
able to get there on that 2-lane road to your house.
I don't shop on Amazon very often. But if I do,
Who cares?
it's because I can't find it around me.
Just do it, man. Doesn't matter. Or live to your principles, your cheap principles. Have no real moral backing other than performative and virtue signaling. Wells Fargo, what's going on?
That one has my storage unit on it, and
By the way, I just realized her fucking Disney card. Do you know what? You know that Disney Rewards card? Guess what bank that Disney Rewards card is? Remember the bank that she said, oh, they got a tax break or they got a tax return? Or they got a tax refund, I mean. Guess what bank her Disney Reward card is? It's fucking Chase Bank. You know, the bank that she was all pissed off about that they got a refund? Yeah. She really hates Chase, huh?
You have a storage unit, dude. Just get rid of it. It doesn't matter. Get rid of your shit. Get Facebook Marketplace stuff when you start over again. It's going to cost money to move it all. You can't afford to live anywhere. You can't afford a storage unit.
Yeah.
Big corporation Target. Big corporation Chewy. Massive corporation Spotify.
Uh-huh.
Huge corporation Walmart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giant corporation
Multiples.
Walmart.
Holy crap,
Dutch Bros.
Walmart.
Walmart. And a lot of that's bullshit too. It ain't groceries.
No, it is groceries.
Not all of it. That $2.34 was a snack.
No, Walmart splits them up. I'll get, I don't know why, but some charges, and they'll refund it for
What?
something missing, or they
What?
overcharge you and then refund the money.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think
I
that's
do
a
Okay,
lie.
Audi.
When I do
You
buy
have a
it.
Audi?
Yeah.
You're
Oh
homeless
my
and you have an
god.
Audi? Okay.
I was making money when I bought it.
Okay, get rid of it when you don't. I don't know.
She has an
What's
Audi.
your job again? What do you do?
I do customer service at a plumbing company.
From home or there?
There.
Okay. Okay, you owe $16,650.62 with what interest rate?
I think it's
Goodness.
3.9.
Okay, that's not horrible, but the minimum due payment is $785 for someone making $25 is crazy.
God.
In what world does that possibly make sense? Let's see. What is it worth? 17?
Holy crap.
If you sell it, get a $10,000 car, you're really only saving $6,000. But we do got to get you on a better payment plan. That shit's crazy. You're never going to move out with a $785.51 payment on this.
Yeah.
You're never going to move out, right?
It would be
Half rent.
extremely difficult.
It would. Time to
No
get rid
kidding.
of it. You make $1,000 on it, put $1,000 down on a $10,000 car. That's it. That's the new beater, unfortunately.
But my car.
You're homeless.
Stop.
Americans in their cars. How
Yeah.
could you prioritize a car over getting a place to live?
Because they're materialistic. This is what I'm talking about. These people that claim to hate capitalism and love socialism, they love their materialistic goods, which guess what? Only comes because of capitalism. Hypocrites, every single one of them. Yeah, and she thinks she deserves it. Simply for existing, she deserves to have a nice car.
Crazy. You're right. You are a burden on your family if you prioritize a car over getting out. They're not wrong in that case. It's okay. You're crying, but like, listen, that's your choice to make. I have sympathy until there's things like this.
I know.
Right? Crazy. So what did you want? You wanted to talk about something Walmart related?
Well, I hate that I have to shop. Feel like I have to shop at Walmart.
Why?
We do have grocery stores, but they're obviously more expensive.
There's nothing wrong with shopping for groceries at Walmart. I do that all the fucking time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting groceries from Walmart. It's like 9 times out of 10, the groceries at Walmart is cheaper than the grocery store. And I can afford to shop at a nice grocery store if I choose to. I will happily shop at Walmart because I'm saving money, and the grocer's the same fucking thing as what you find at the grocery store. 9 times out of 10, what you find at Walmart, you'll find at the grocery store, but Walmart will be 15% cheaper, 10% cheaper. The only thing I can't find at Walmart is maybe good produce, depending on the Walmart that you would go to. That'd be like the one thing. Okay, can't find good produce, and I can't find like fresh cut meats. Like they don't have a deli, so I wouldn't be able to get like deli or get anything from a meat counter because Walmart doesn't have that. Like some Walmarts may even have that. If you have like a super Walmart, they may even have that. There's absolutely this fucking hoity-toity white woman thing about, I don't want to shop at a Walmart because it's so gauche. It's only the poor shop at Walmart. I want to shop at a Whole Foods. Fuck that. There's nothing wrong with Walmart. Absolutely nothing. Even if you are a fucking millionaire, getting your groceries from Walmart is fine. It's fine.
But Walmart's like the worst of the worst corporations.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Walmart, okay, so I recently saw an article
from
I don't remember now.
Of course.
But it was talking about a Costco employee who's been a cashier at Costco for
I actually really don't care.
What? Wait. She quote unquote read an article. Yeah, that's a TikTok short. She's bitching about Walmart, goes into I read an article about a Costco employee. The fuck are we even doing?
Here, unless you can tell me where the article's from. Because that matters so much, you have no idea.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I know Walmart has hurt some small towns. I know. But it's kind of interesting that the customer base in those small towns choose Walmart over the smaller stores. They chose it. It sucks. I don't like the outcome, but that is what's the alternative? You want the government to come in and fund those small stores? Yes? Oh, sure.
No, there it is.
No, I don't.
Oh. So, okay.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, so she hasn't gone full communist. She's just lazy and wants the government to take care of her, and she never has to pay for anything. Not much better, honestly. That leads into that. Like wanting the government to just pay for everything. That leads into I want free grocery stores.
I can vibe with you, but I can't get to the real world with you.
I think
when our opinions are based on vibes.
I think he's about to give up.
Extra shitty.
He's about to give up.
They pay their employees like
$15
low
an hour
wages.
Is their minimum across the country.
And then obviously a lot of those employees have to then get assistance and end up on SNAP, and then
less
those
today than before,
SNAP
but yes.
dollars
Okay, this is that's a talking point from 2009.
get spent back at Walmart.
Okay, that is like a 2009 talking point. That's crazy. I remember using it myself.
It's
Remember using it myself when I was a big Bernie bro.
It lives rent
We
free
go
in
through
my
big
head.
transitions in college, ladies and gentlemen. Some more than others. Some lose their dick. I just went, radical left because I was a music major.
There are issues on both sides of it, but I think Walmart is definitely.
Definitely not the best. I would love to see
uses it
people pay
to-
more.
Granted, yeah, most everybody's gonna use it to their advantage, but Walmart definitely is
Oh, for
using
God's
it to
sake.
their advantage to.
And I think you're
Great. Now I have a question. What is being pissed off and bitching about Walmart going to do to further your situation? That's something that I'm not sure Caleb has ever addressed. When he is guessing the show, like, oh, Walmart is such an evil company, and the immediate retort should have been, great, Walmart's an evil company. How does that fix your situation right now? How does bitching about Walmart being an evil corporation that makes lots of money and supposedly gets tax breaks, how does that address your immediate situation? Is Walmart directly affecting you right now with your debt? The answer is going to be no. That needs to be put forward to every single person that either comes on the show or that is bitching about their financial woes. And they say, Walmart's such an evil billion-dollar company. Cool. How's that affecting your immediate financial situation where you're refusing to get a job or you're spending like a fucking moron? Translation, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that needs to be said more. Pete, that counterpoint needs to be done more of what does that have to do with this immediate situation?
argument that you started to say, and I would probably agree with you, is like, well, but Costco treats their employees better, right? Yes. Which is, by the way, why most people prefer to go to Costco when there's a Costco versus a Walmart. Go to a Walmart here, you'll see it's just trash. You know why?
Yeah.
Because they don't really take care of it. That'll probably be damaging to their company long term. Costco's are filled to the brim, and people there are great to interact with because they pay well. But they're getting the reward for that. Walmart's going to take the hit for that. Let the market determine it. What are you going to do? Cry and moan? I don't know. So $4,000 in savings, dramatically lower than $17,000 when it started. Draining?
No.
Wait. What was this? Hold up.
A minute. What are you going to do? Cry and moan? I don't know. So $4,000 in savings, dramatically lower than $17,000 when it started. Draining?
No, that I put it into a different savings account.
Okay, checking 804. But again, it's going to be drained with bullshit. Taco Bell, Dutch Bros,
Oh my God.
Going and eating some bullshit. Pizza, bullshit. DoorDash and Red Robin again. McDonald's, Dutch Bros, Jack in the Box. Bro, you don't cook.
No.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
boy.
you're getting a comfortable life. Come on,
Yep,
all your
she
money's
just wants
going
someone
to
to
just
take
feeding
care of
those
her.
dopamines. Why would you move out? Why would you do ambition? Come on, I've been there. I know this. Jack in the Box, Dutch Bros, Hollis, McDonald's, Panda. Transfer from
Good
savings. You had to transfer
Lord.
money into the savings, so you didn't. So that you had more money. So as you keep going to McDonald's, Apple Cash Sound, McDonald's.
Oh my
Peacock,
God.
Microsoft. Drainings isn't, savings isn't being drained huge or super quick, but it is going down, which is a concern because you have transferred some to checking little by little. So 15
there it
in this,
is.
in that high yield savings account. Okay. That's good. I'm happy to see that. That's a good start for your moving out journey. You just need to get a job, figure out your resume situation. I am so excited to call your mom the push. I got to tell this woman to kick your ass into gear. I'm going to yell at her for it. Yeah, retirement's nothing. It's like 400 there.
Oh my God.
You got fees.
With fees.
8,000 in this
Jeez.
one. Okay, that one's decent. For your age,
Okay.
very bad, but at least there's a number. Many people don't have a number.
Okay.
Wait. Nationwide what?
It's a 457.
Okay. Post house in 292. Okay.
All right, so we got savings in there.
Let's get your well, I mean your budget. You don't freaking have like costs.
Like, oh my God, like her debt is like not much. She's not that much in debt, honestly. I think we saw I think less than, what was it, like maybe $5,000 of debt? Her debt is next to nothing.
But the budget isn't the important part of the conversation. It's about what you do from here. But let's just do it anyway. Make it make sense. 3,100. You don't pay any rent to them?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, it does matter then. How much?
500.
Does that go to
that's
utilities and everything
nothing.
as well? Nothing
Yeah,
extra
no,
for that?
it's
No
just that.
internet?
Oh, that's
Okay,
nothing.
Debt payments. Let's see. Car, get rid of it. Not even a choice. Get rid of it. $1,000 down on a $10,000 car. It ain't luxury, girl.
Yeah.
Because your debt payments right now are $914.51. Gas, vroom, vroom, drive, drive. How much? Not much now. Will be when you go drive it to the blowout bar.
My work drive actually got shorter just as
How
of
much?
2 weeks ago.
How much?
So
How much?
I would say probably $150.
Phone bill.
$60.
Yeah, switch to helium if T-Mobile's good in that area,
It's
similar
not.
towers to that. Okay, then maybe not. It is good from the vast majority of people out there. Car insurance, how much?
I think it's $169.
Not the worst. You don't have to do groceries. Well, how does the food work if you stop eating out? Would you have to shop for yourself?
For most of the stuff, like
Okay, let's give you 300. Let's just be generous, which most of, let's be generous. Meal prep, meal plan. That's what you're doing. It'll be good for health as well. TP fund, anything else you need to survive. We'll do about $100. That is tampons, it's toothbrush, toothpaste, all that good stuff. Again, some of it will be provided by the house. Some of it not, like toilet paper will be, but medical health care, any copays monthly basis?
yeah, they're pretty high.
How much?
Probably like 500.
What the therapy?
No, I have one prescription that my insurance doesn't cover.
Has she
Okay.
tried to get Medicaid
And
or Medi-Cal?
subscriptions? I'll try to do $40. You have any pets?
I have 2
What?
cats.
Okay, $100 pet insurance. How much for cat food, cat supplies?
Probably like
Oh God, that man.
$100 a month.
Yeah, good question.
Okay.
What's that what is that
I generally
medication for?
buy a bunch of food at the same time when they have sales. And
Anything
then it
else that
lasts a
needs to
couple
be in this
months.
budget?
I would like to know like what I could afford rent wise.
None. You have an extra
Nothing.
$100,
Awesome.
so you can afford $600 rent. Yeah, you'd have to do like public housing,
Yeah,
subsidized housing.
hell,
Nothing on this job. No, that's why I can't.
that medical. Like, I would really love to know if she didn't have that medical cost, she'd be in much better shape. What is that medical cost? Like, what prescription is costing her like $500 a month? I really would like to know what that is.
And like I said, your budget's not the freak out. The freak out is you need to get a job.
SSRIs,
You know,
they would be
our
covered
certifications,
typically.
Maybe you'll get lucky, get a dispatcher
SSIs
job
are
again.
typically
Let's
covered
not
by
lean on
most
it, though.
medical
Let's try to get our
insurance.
skills, our resume together, and get into a new career field. That should be your main focus in somewhere with opportunity. Unfortunately, but that is the reality as well. That's it. I mean, I'm sorry. This doesn't do anything. You're gonna have to sell the car. The minimum payment goes down a little. Let's say $500 to $500. That saves you an extra few $100 here. So, but that's pretty much it. From there, you just gotta.
You
can
just
pay
gotta
off
get
your
a
Wells
good
Fargo
job,
like
woman.
that immediately once the car's sold and all that good stuff. And you gotta chip away at the Disney and City.
Yeah.
And that might take like a year or two with the current job, but with a better job, much quicker. And then all of a sudden you're out. You're out. Actually, since those are draining you, one thing I might do is I'd use the majority of your emergency savings and pay off those credit cards
Okay.
because they're draining
I
you.
was thinking the
You know
same
what I mean?
thing. This is what I was thinking. She's got like she could have gotten like she could have used her savings to get like prepay a year's rent and an apartment, and then worked and been able to bank all of the money that she was getting because the apartment's already prepaid, and then she could have used that money to basically start her hairstyling like at a blowout salon. Except, she didn't even bother to look to see if it happened. Does Cal do medical marijuana? I do believe it does. I'm reasonably sure that California does do medicinal marijuana.
Losing more than you're gaining in any kind of high yield interest. So math problem right there. Just get rid of it.
What
Wipe
do I do with all my retirement accounts?
Leave them. Roll them over eventually, but it's fine.
It just all in
It
separate
doesn't
places.
matter. It doesn't matter right now. That's the least of your concern.
Okay.
As long as they're invested in something, they're going. So don't worry about it. You shouldn't be thinking about that for a while. Pay off these debts, get rid of the car, get a new car, get a better job. Those are the operations. Okay? I'm going to call them on.
Well, okay, you say real shit. The job market sucks. She should swallow pride and going to get a job at McDonald's. She's got a job. She has a job right now working customer service at a plumbing supply company. And she's getting paid like $25 an hour. She's not going to get better than that by working at McDonald's. So she has a job right now. The problem is California is expensive as fuck. That's the issue, is where she lives, it is expensive as fuck to live.
In the post show, big confrontation we got to do here, but let's get the Hammer financial score first. Well, spending in a budget, spending money you definitely can't spend, clearly, which is why debt is going up and savings is going down. Debt, no collections, but bad debt, family debt.
Yeah, $25 an hour is barely minimum wage, but that's what McDonald's pays. McDonald's only pays 20 or 25 bucks an hour. It'd be no different if she's working at her current job or if she's working at McDonald's. Be the same income.
Family debt, I also give it 1 out of 10. Emergency fund, there is that. You do have that saved up. So your debt score will substantially go up because you'll put that, but your emergency fund score will go down. But for now, where it stands today, emergency fund, it's actually a 10 out of 10. Retirement, definitely behind for your age, about a 3 out of 10. Real estate, 0 out of 10. But I am happy that there's a retirement. 3 is better than most people, unfortunately, especially in America. And financial score, also better than a lot of people on the show, 3 out of 10. Get yours at CalebHammer.com now.
Boom! Give me the props. I fucking called it. 3 out of 10.
Click the join button or the link in the description below to join Hammer Elite. Get 3 premium shows every single day, Monday through Saturday. It's incredible. Or you can go off platform on the Hammer Elite app or hammerelite.com. Either way, same membership on all platforms. Love you guys. See you there. So I know she lives with you right now.
Yes.
And your husband, her father, has said some sideways comments.
There we go.
Your daughter is kind of leeching off you guys.
I don't understand how she's draining her savings. She moved back home when she sold her house. We asked her to pay off her with the money that she got from her house because she had plenty to do that at the time.
Why would you hide that from your mom? I just launched the brand new Hammer Elite app, available on every major platform. So you can watch every show anywhere you want.
What did
You'll get
she
3
hide?
exclusive dedicated
You think her
shows
car?
every single
I'm wondering
day,
if it
Monday
might be
through
her car,
Saturday.
yeah.
Refer a friend after you
I
sign
think
up,
you're right.
and
I
you
think it's
get
probably
an
her
additional
car.
30 days of Hammer Elite access for free. Download the Hammer Elite app by using the link in the description or pinned comment down below. This is the best membership you'll ever join, and that's a promise.
Holy crap. That was just... Honestly, like, the debt was nothing. The debt on this one was literally nothing. Everything was like... Because, we didn't get... There was only like 30 minutes of debt. That's all... That's literally all it was. It was literally just 30 minutes of debt. And then all of the rest of it was... bullshit. Was her politics and her inability to form a coherent thought. She's just like mentally, she's just broken. She's completely broken. She has been completely brainwashed by TikTok and by the SJR mind virus. And she just thinks that she should just be taken care of and she should just get free money. That's what this entire episode was.